Ram Ram. I agree. They're all sleeping. They're all scared. 1200 years and still scared of Hindus? MashaAllah. Yes. The truth will always prevail. It's only been like, let's see how long it's been. Like 2 minutes, I think. Something like that. Just started, so. We'll give them some time. We'll let them load up, and then we'll, cook them one by one. Let's see if anyone can convince me to convert into Christianity, Islam, Judaism, perhaps Zoroastrianism. Maybe convert into atheism. Don't matter what religion you are, have faith in Jesus. That would make me a Christian, TikTok, Sean. You will go to heaven? Prove heaven even exists, Sean. As a matter of fact, prove Jesus existed, Sean. Sean, what if a Muslim told you, oh, don't believe in Jesus, he's just the Messiah, believe in Allah, and then you'll go to heaven? Same thing you're doing here, buddy. Come on, Sean. You gotta know better than that. Yeah, you all are saying that Jesus is God and stuff. That's cool. You're saying the only one who remains alive is Jesus. Do you have proof? Every religion knows of Jesus. Hinduism doesn't know of Jesus, Sean. I think you're uneducated. If anything, Hinduism says how Jesus is, he's okay. He's mid. There's many yogis and rishis are way greater than him, bro. Not gonna lie. It don't matter if you're an atheist or not, you still know his name. I know his real name, and his real name is in Jesus. So, Sean, you should probably learn something about your culture before you come and talk about it, because you're clearly uneducated.
Salami and bacon, akhi.
Salami and bacon.
Yo, I'm gonna go to my Quran class in 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, nice. Tell me what you learned. This guy's saying Ram, Lachman, first of all, not even Lakshman, Shiva, Carly, all unalive. Proof?
Who's this Alex guy?
I don't know. What's up? Are you Christian? Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, if you're Christian, just prove Christianity to us, and then I'll convert. Go ahead. TikTok Sean, his real name is not Yeshua, you absolute buffoon. Look at what it is in Aramaic, not Hebrew. This guy doesn't really know what's going on. I feel bad for Sean. He thinks he knows.
Oh, yeah, I checked his bio. It says Jesus loves you. 100% Christian.
Oh, okay. Alex, go ahead, brother. Go ahead and tell us why we should convert.
He's not here.
He's in like some loud place or something. I don't know. Oh, he said, "Give me 1 minute."
Well, while he comes, right? I just need to talk about something, right? So, ever since I've been going to these Quran classes, which his boss walked in. So ever since I've been going to these Quran classes, I have been getting terrible brain fog. I have told you before that when I'm exposed to Islam, since I'm sensitive to energy. It just affects me terribly, basically, essentially. And now it's affecting me ever since it hasn't even been a long time since I've been learning Quran. I think I should limit 100%.
How often do you go per week?
I go every day.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I think, so now that I actually, what helped me cleanse this gigantic brain fog was like I went to Nikki's live and we were talking about Sanat al-Dharma.
Okay.
And I feel like we were just talking about spirituality in general. That is Sanat al-Dharma. And that helped me, like when I was talking about when me and her were talking about spirituality or Sanat al-Dharma or whatever you want to call it, the brain fog just left, honestly. Like my brain turned on, even though it was off for a long time. Yeah.
Because I saw
And
you on the live. I didn't know it helped you that much, though.
yeah, actually, like talking about spirituality actually helps a lot. Like when I manifest, when I spiritually cleanse my surroundings, it actually helps a lot. It actually manifestation saved my life. I'm not sure if I
That's
told you that.
beautiful.
It like even before Nikki's live, even before meeting you guys, spirituality like absolutely saved my life. I cured like it was so magical to the point I cured my own disease just with spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
Mashallah, no
Nice,
doctors
nice.
included.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should make a video about that, bro. Like that would be very like influential to the people who need it.
I don't like talking about like the condition because I'm a little bit embarrassed about the condition since
Not
like it's
necessarily
a
the condition,
uterine
but more
condition.
of what you went through, right?
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
I
sure
really
there's people
should
who.
honestly.
Oh, you ran. I'm sure there's people who are in the same boat who are kind of
Yeah,
scared.
maybe. Yeah, but I feel like Nikki's life is very amazing because like there's not a lot of like Krishlamics coming into her life. It's only Satyam and like Arfa arguing and stuff.
There used to be a lot of Chrislamics. We made sure that she blocked all of them, bro. She wasn't blocking them.
Oh yeah, I feel like Nikki's like too nice, man. She's too
She's way
generous.
too nice. Way,
Yep.
way too nice, bro.
Yeah, she said
Okay,
she's
there's a
like too
furry coming,
feminine,
guys.
like with Shiv and Shiv is masculine, and then I forgot the name.
Parvati?
Huh?
Shakti.
Parvati? Which would be the
Shakti.
feminine?
No,
Wait,
Shiv
so
in
you add the
Sanskrit is
A and it
masculine.
becomes
Yeah.
feminine?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shiv is
So
masculine, Shakti is feminine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She says she has like she's tapped into her feminine energy too much. Like she's tapped in
Oh,
her Shakti. Yeah.
nice. Zetsu, are you that's a Naruto name. Are you Christian or
oh
Muslim?
yeah, I am an atheist. I don't think you should convert to any religions, but if it's bringing you peace, then more power to you.
Cool. That sounds pretty good. I like that point of view. Thanks for not like pressuring or saying I'm in the wrong way just because I don't follow something you follow.
Oh no, man, I don't think any of us are necessarily wrong. We all have to respond into this world against our will, figure everything out. Like last thing we need is more pressure from others. I'm honestly like very militant atheist. I just argued with some people on her earlier, but
Are you
it's a thing of
ex-Christian?
I think most are yes, but
No, no,
a
I'm talking
lot
about
of
you.
times
Were
we
you
just
ex-Christian?
oh yes, I was.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah, most of us were. We have it thrust upon us against our will, and so when people say, "Hey, why aren't you still a believer?" It's like, "Hey, why don't you still get raped by the person that assaulted you as a child?" You know, like, well, for a lot of us, I'm not saying it can only be trauma, that it can only be negative, but it's been the experience for a lot of us. So
I understand, brother. I understand. I getcha. Definitely, if it's not making you happy, why would you want to go there?
Truth, I wanted to tell you this, but
Yeah.
do you know what movie and song you remind me of?
Aladdin?
No, not Aladdin, bro. What the hell?
The dude with
No,
the
Baba
not
legs on the
Baba.
definitely not
ground.
Aladdin. You remind me of the movie Mulan, bro, so much.
Yeah.
And the
My girlfriend
song,
likes that
what's
movie.
it called? How can I make a man out of you?
Yeah,
How
yeah, yeah,
can
yeah.
I?
I know exactly what
No,
you're talking about.
like
That's
no,
funny.
you remind me so much of those two, bro.
Yeah, Mulan is a girl, by the way, lady.
I know, I know.
Mulan is a badass.
Yeah, but
Mars,
the movie
Mars,
Mulan. I said the
whatever.
movie Mulan. You
All right,
even
guys,
have
I'm getting roasted.
characteristics.
Everyone, forget about me getting roasted. Peter,
No,
go
you're
ahead,
not getting
convert us to your
roasted.
religion,
It's like you even have characteristics of Mulan, even though you're not a
bro.
lady.
It's because she's Asian and I'm Asian. That's why.
No, 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 no. 100% not. You just remind me so much of the movie, bro.
It's good. I haven't watched the
You
movie in
remind me
10
of
years. So.
bravery and then power and truth a lot.
You know who has bravery? Satyam has bravery, if I'm honest with you. I saw him yesterday. He went on Abdul's live.
Nah, I feel like Satyam has too much ego.
Ego? I don't know about ego. He really does know. Like, he ain't lying. He really has studied it. I'm not gonna he knows more than a lot of Muslims that come up here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Peter, are you
But at
there?
the same time, like I feel like he should not be like I feel like either way you should not be like aggressive with Muslims. Like you shouldn't like lose such energy like with around Muslims. Like Nikki was also getting a little bit mad when there was a Muslim in her panel joining, and I told her just to calm down a little bit, not like as an insult, because you shouldn't take your anger like if you take out your anger, you're gonna feel bad afterwards and taking a lot of energy out,
Yeah, I think this was when she was talking to Elijah, right?
Yeah, not
Like,
not
oh, calm
Elijah,
down.
not Elijah, the Fushi guy. Fuzi.
Ex-Muslim Fushi? Oh, okay. Why was she getting mad at him? He's chill.
They have a long history, Satyam and Miss Nikki.
Yeah. Is
They
this
have
Peter
they
guy
have a long
here,
history
or is
together.
he not here? Hello?
No, I'm here. I was just
All
waiting.
right. No worries, no worries. Go ahead, brother. Convert us.
Oh, I'm not here to convert you. I've never actually spoken to someone that's Hindu, so I'm just curious what your belief system is.
Mhm.
It says, why should you convert to Christianity or Islam? As
Yes.
far as I know, the core of all three of those is Hindu says that whatever your hierarchy deity is, says that he knows the way. And Islam, there's a tremendous separation between the average person on earth and God.
Mhm.
Christianity, as far as I'm tracking, Christianity says God says he is it. You believe in God, and God is the pathway to eternity. Unless I have those things wrong, I'm pretty sure I don't. But unless I have
Kind
them
of for
wrong.
Christianity a little bit. Just depends on which denomination you practice.
Oh yeah, there's that whole thing of which I mean, there's confusion between the denominations, but I think the core of Christianity is believe in Christ, understanding you're a sinner, and you can have a personal relationship with God. I don't think that exists with the other religions.
Hinduism doesn't have sin, so I think that would be a key difference right there.
Doesn't have okay. So what is the idea of
Or
eternity
action,
with Islam?
right? It's not really good or bad actions, just action in general, which is karma, cause and effect. Simple as it is. Every action you have or do will have a reaction. That doesn't matter if it's good or bad. You will have to pay for your consequences. If you're doing good things, you'll have to have the good things happen to you. If you're doing bad things, the bad things have to come and happen to you. So
Okay, so it's basically
you're
like
responsible for your own actions, is what I'm trying to say.
it's so karma is the core of Hinduism. Then karma.
I wouldn't say that's a core. There's so much to talk about because it's such a well-versed, universal scope. There's more to it than just that, but we can definitely talk about it. I'm okay with like sharing and going into detail. That's not a problem.
I just don't know a whole lot about it. So
Yeah,
so
no
it's-
worries, no
so
worries.
you're talking about kind of like a reincarnation kind of aspect.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, time is cyclical in our paradigm, so we have a cyclical time frame.
Okay, so according to Hinduism, where did everything come from? What was the beginning of everything?
Everything had nothing. Well, I guess it had one thing.
That statement doesn't make sense. You can't have
Had space.
something from nothing.
Yeah. Space existed as always for some reason.
It's always existed. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like, if that's the case, why don't we worship space? If that's always been
Well,
there.
see,
But-
in Christianity, God has no beginning,
Okay.
and God created space. But you say in Hinduism, space.
Oh,
was
we don't
always
believe
what?
in like to say that God created something is to say that he's a creator. We think God is beyond just a creator, brother. It is more of pure awareness, pure consciousness.
Okay, I can agree to that.
Mhm.
But I mean, but with Christianity, they do believe that everything does come from God ultimately.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm just
But they
curious where
think that we're
where
created
Hinduism
from him.
comes from.
We're separate. Does
So
that make sense?
Hinduism believes that everything has always been. Like, what was the beginning?
We don't know, and we're not afraid to say we don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I would think it would be very ignorant of me to say that we were created when we have no proof of that whatsoever.
Okay.
That's kind of the
Actually-
contention I have. I feel like with the Abrahamics,
So,
they'll be
so
like,
what's the
created.
with Hinduism? What's the point of life?
to get self-enlightenment.
And does that have an end?
Of course.
What is the end of self enlightenment?
The end is when you realize that you were the problem the entire time, and then you fix it.
Oh,
It's a realization, right? It's
Okay.
always been there. That's the thing. We're in this Maya, we're in this illusion, and we need to understand my actions have my own consequences. God is not judging me, I'm judging myself. Once you let go of your your materialistic attachments, your sensual desires, then you meditate, then this realization actually occurs within you.
Force of a great typhoon.
So
Be
where
a
does
man
morality
with the
come from then
strength of
within
a
your
Morality is a
beliefs?
subjective
raging
experience.
power. It's
Morality
mysterious
is subjective.
as the
So
dark
Of course, it's
side of
so
subjective.
if
But
I decide to do some
these vocals are
Don't
very
kick her
nice, you
out.
know.
so if I decide to do something wrong to someone else, then that
Yes.
is and it's okay with me
Yeah.
because it's subjective. Then it's okay, even though it's wrong to the other person.
I mean, if it's okay with you, it's okay with you, but that doesn't mean you're not going to get punished for it. Also,
Yeah, I don't understand.
like God doesn't really deal with your karma. It's a cool concept. He's not really responsible for your karma. So if you did something like pretty dumb and you're paying for it, it may not be this life, but like the next life or the next, you're gonna have to pay for it. And you're gonna be like, oh, why is this happening to me? God help me! But it's like God's not gonna help you, brother.
So is there any proof that reincarnation like it works at all? Like
Yeah, I mean, the proof
No,
is
no.
like more in meditation. You can definitely go do it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, this is how it works. You need to go experience this for yourself, and then you can come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Because in Hinduism, there's only one higher power, quote unquote. I don't even like using that term just because that's such an Abrahamic belief system. It's consciousness, brother. It's awareness.
and there's nothing beyond human consciousness then.
Everything and nothing is this awareness. Like when I
I
say
gotta go to the
awareness,
Quran class. Bye bye.
bye, Mars. Good luck with the class.
Everything and nothing. What does that
I
mean?
mean, that's the
No,
paradox
no,
it
no.
is. It's supposed to be all and nothing at all. So when you look at Buddhism, they believe nothingness is the all pervading source, which they're absolutely right to a certain extent. In Hinduism, we believe that everything, right? Brahman is the all pervading source. So we believe in self, we believe in soul. They don't believe in soul, which is Buddhism. But we still have a very similar end goal, which is moksha or nirvana. Just semantics in terms of like the terminology that we use to describe it. And of course, we believe the individual self is gaining liberation, whereas they believe that nothing at all is gaining liberation, but karma itself.
Well, nothing doesn't have the ability to gain anything.
Well, that's why they don't gain
Agreed.
anything. They just lose all of those materialistic attachments and sensual
Well,
desires.
nothing can lose either.
Yeah, when you're a body, you
If there
can
is
because you are
nothing,
something at that time, and then you let go of the body, of course. But when you're in the material
only
world, you can gain and lose.
But
only if there is
being
nothing.
but being in the material world means you have something, which means it's not nothing.
Yeah, that's why the reincarnation it takes place in the material world. You do what you do, and then you unalive, right? Based on the karma and what you've done, and you come back.
But you don't know how the reincarnation thing works, and you said there's no proof of it.
No, I never said that. I think you said
Okay.
that.
Okay. Reiterate. I'm confused. Now reiterate yourself then.
Yeah, I told you to go into meditation and find out for yourself.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, this is real, if you haven't even experienced any of it.
It's very hard for me to meditate just because of my upbringing. I have a hard time relaxing at all. Hypnotism doesn't work on me because I can't relax. I
Yeah,
don't have the
that's
ability.
not that deep, brother. That's just an excuse, in my opinion. I've heard millions of people say that. You just need to understand that when you do start meditation, it's going to be hard. Do you really expect to have no thoughts at all immediately? Like, of
I
course,
can have no thoughts. I just can't let go of reality. I can have no
yeah.
thoughts.
No. You can't. You're forcing that.
I'm forcing myself to have no thoughts. No, that's never happened. I can just simply like the problems of that moment. I've conquered them for that moment, and I have no thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then do you think of those things later?
Later, maybe an hour later, 5 minutes later.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, though.
Right.
You don't have control then if they're coming back into your heart or back into your brain.
Well, but
True
I can
awareness, right? You see it as it is. You let it go. It doesn't come back to haunt you. That's called samskara. It's clearly an impression, Peter. I'm hoping you know what that means when you cause an impression within you and you keep it within you.
I probably do. I just maybe I call it a different word other than an impression.
Sure, it's just the English translation because I'll tell you in Sanskrit, but I didn't really understand that one.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking is like see now am I wrong to say that Hindu is like it claims to know the way? Like Christianity is
it
only
literally is a way of life.
okay. So Christianity is that
A religion.
God claims to be the way.
Christianity is a dogmatic religion, belief system.
Okay, but it still claims to be the way, right?
Sanatana Dharma doesn't claim anything. It just says, hey, you can use this and, help your life and become where you need to go. You don't need to be bro, there's no conversion ritual to Hinduism, okay? That's why there's Buddhism and Sikhism and Jainism. They all follow very similar concepts, but then they have their own twist. And Hinduism doesn't go out of their way to unalive any of them because they don't care. It's all the same, but in their own particular method of practice. And we respect that because we see that everyone is different. And it's okay if they have a difference in what they practice.
Okay, so the whole idea is to do good, so that way.
No, I already told you, good and bad doesn't exist in Hinduism. You have to pay attention, brother. Action has no good or bad. That's what karma is. Action is action. That's all it is.
But you get punished for doing bad.
You don't get punished for anything because you are not getting punished by God. You will just pay for the samskaras. That's it. You're going to pay the consequences of your own action.
Who do you pay? Or what do you pay?
That's justice right there.
Whatever you do outside, you'll pay for it. Whatever you do inside, there is no God. So if there is no God and God is eternal, how would he punish you for outer karmas or outer doings or outer actions?
Quite literally, yes, exactly.
Okay, so say your question again.
He's telling you how there is no external God. So how is he going to be punishing you for your own karma, your own actions that's going on?
Because he's the author of reality and
no. He can be the author of reality, but your actions are on your head. No one in Hinduism tells God to go pay for his sin. Every single man and woman need to pay for their own karma. That's all it is.
Okay, so who do they pay or what do they pay?
Brother, you pay it through your own actions. So let me give you an example because I think you're not tracking. Let's say, Peter, you're a good person this life. You're going to take a reincarnation the next life. You have a good life as a king. But as a king the next life, you're starting to make a bunch of mistakes. The king personality gets over you. You're starting to become a little bit more immoral. You're starting to become a little bit more greedy. And you kind of forget the way. You kind of forget the process of being a good person and all that. When you went alive and you reincarnate, maybe you're going to be reincarnated as someone with no money whatsoever, and maybe even into a horrible religion like Islam. You're going to suffer because you're not going to be able to have the truth with you. This is your own punishment, though, because the previous life, you were being a bad person. You weren't really looking for God.
Who or what is punishing you?
No one is punishing you but yourself, Peter. That's the thing. You are responsible for your own actions in Hinduism. God does not need to punish you for your mistake.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Yeah, I know, because you're responsible for your own actions. This should be the truth. It is the truth. I mean, Abrahamic religion, they have no
morality
to accept
exists.
the truth. Does that make sense, Peter? First of all, you think morality is objective. That's false. I can prove that wrong, but that's neither here nor there. In terms of
I agree with you. Morality is not like morality is morality. You can't change it. That's written on your heart. That's written on the heart of every person on earth.
No, bro. Morality is subjective.
I disagree.
Morality. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Morality is set in stone. You can't.
I know. That's why I said I disagree.
On your soul.
Every day there is a new law. There is a new moral.
He's not gonna get it, bro. Objective morality doesn't exist. We can talk about that later, though. But we don't the Abrahamic belief system has had you brainwashed into thinking anyone who makes a mistake is going to get judged by the Most High. We are here to tell you. Anyone who makes a mistake is judged by himself, by his own action.
Okay, so
why does the Most High have to judge you when you're the one who made the mistake? When you're the one.
What if I don't feel like judging myself?
I don't care. It sucks to suck. Then don't do bad shit or good shit. Just be normal. Be neutral. Peter, it sucks, bro. But if you're making a mistake, you're responsible for that. God is not going to come and save you and judge you or nothing. You need to suffer. That's all it is.
Why do I need to suffer? Can I ask you?
You have to because you made mistakes, brother. I'm sorry.
But you said I had. But you said that I would be. What?
You can never live the suffering unless you meditate.
Yes, he's very right. Very right.
But I don't think I have the ability to meditate.
Yeah, don't think that. That's first of all. Why are you thinking that?
That's
What is meditation actually to you?
that's
You
like
might have a
saying
different
don't be a
definition than
soldier,
us,
even though
actually.
there was a time in my life when I wasn't a soldier. It's like saying it's so ingrained into my personality. It's like saying don't be a soldier. I don't have the
Do
ability
you have
now.
like, let's say you have, do you have 10 minutes, like, free?
Oh yeah, no, I've got all day. I can
Bro,
sit on here for.
just
I
do
mean, my
10.
phone's about
Okay, when you do
65%.
meditation, what
I
do you
got.
do, first of all? How do you
Um,
practice meditation in your paradigm?
I don't meditate. I just
Okay,
don't. I don't have the ability to.
cool. I would suggest you do meditation for just 10 minutes for 2 weeks. And if it doesn't work, bro, drop it, leave it. You don't need to touch it again. But I've done that. Just 10 minutes for 2 weeks.
I mean,
Absolutely changed my life. I started sticking to it and I've been doing it for 3 years now. Because I couldn't not do it anymore. It was like, it would
okay. So
change me
what
completely.
is meditation? Just sitting in a room in silence and by yourself? What is meditation?
I mean, you can meditate with other people. It's called a satsang. Its vibration's even better. But we don't need to get into all that, Peter. Start off with just picking one place.
Can I
Yeah?
can I explain?
Yeah, yeah, go for
So,
it.
Please.
Peter,
Yes.
do you have a prayer or something?
Oh, I have hundreds of prayers.
And when you do prayer, like, are you in good state? Like the feeling, is it good?
I mean, I can pray and be mad. I can pray and be happy. I can pray and be sad. I mean, or
Yes.
meditate.
So
The word we're using.
so let's just remove the prayer.
Okay.
Yeah. And now just try to do prayer, but without prayer. That's meditation. But
That would be just
to
sitting
get to the
by myself in silence.
yes.
Okay.
But
I've done that
that
before. I do that when I sleep, actually.
so yes, exactly. So meditation in awareness, like in unawareness is sleep. So you just need to be sleeping in present, but still aware. Literally, awareness is I don't know how to explain, but it's a state. Meditation is a state. It's not like you're doing something. You become meditative. You don't try to do meditation, but there are ways like prayers and I don't know, like I don't know all of them, but there are prayers. Prayer is a kind of meditation, and if you don't like if you're praying without prayer, that is also a meditation. And if you just sit quietly, that is
Well,
meditation.
I
And
can
if you
agree.
are awake in your sleepness, like when you go to sleep and you still know that point when you just fell asleep, that is also meditation. So yeah, basically being aware while you're asleep, that's
Well,
meditation.
then you could say I do that a lot, but I never really. That's just sitting quietly for a while. There's nothing that happens. And honestly, the same.
Yes.
Nothing happens.
There should be nothing happening, because anything that happens, like anything that's action or anything that's moving, it has suffering. You need to be static or
Yes.
still. You need to be
Okay.
still.
I mean,
Yes.
then yes, I meditate quite a lot. I just, that's as I say, you just sit and do nothing. I do
No,
that.
brother Peter, this isn't supposed to just be sitting and doing, like, it is supposed to be that by definition. But also, I like to think about the subtle feeling of the Most High within my heart. This definitely did help me when I first started, to help me kind of not necessarily concentrate, but simply put a suggestion out there to feel this divine presence. It can be whatever you want. If it's Jesus who you love, think about as if Jesus' presence is within your heart. Or if it's Allah, then think of that as well. I could care less. But it's how you intend to do it that matters. With love, with compassion. That's what's going to get you to the next level. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm doing this, it's the same as sleeping. Like, nothing's going to happen then. Don't expect anything. Simply observe. And don't have anything in mind on how it should be or how it could be. Just observe it, see how it is. I like to write down in my journal, right after my meditation, I'll write down how I was before, how I felt during, how I felt after. If I felt pretty bad beforehand, I'll write it down. If I'm not able to concentrate during, I'll write it down. But afterwards, you usually feel very brisk, awake, and alert. Also, deep meditation,
Sure.
it seems like as if you're sleeping, because you are going to be in the deep sleep state, but you're going to be conscious during that state. You can, Peter, they go into deep like discussion in terms of what I'm talking about for the waking state, the sleeping state, and then the deep sleep state. And then Turiya, which is what you are. This is in the Mundakyu Upanishad. They talk about this and showcase to you exactly how to see who you are and see what Brahman is in consciousness. What the brother said is very true. You just need to be aware. Just awareness is what the pure Brahman is, right? Simple awareness, regardless of good and bad. You know how you're saying? It's in the brain, it's wired up in the brain, it's subject. It's not, brother. The truth is simply there. You just need to be silent and let it come to you. That's all I'm trying to say. But you can't, no matter how many words I say to you or the other brothers say to you, it's not going to stick. You need to experience what I'm saying. If you experience what I'm saying, you won't even need to ask me anymore. You'll be able to find this out in meditation.
Well, that's the problem I'm having. I don't think I have the ability to experience it.
First of all, you need to change that mindset. Why can't you do it, Peter, if I can do it? What's different between me and you? Absolutely none.
Our background and upbringing.
Yeah, you're talking about samskaras. Those environment, they can have an impression on you, sure, but me and you are the same. If I can meditate, you can meditate too. If I can get to a state, you can get to 3 states higher. That's how I think of it. Don't put yourself down, brother. You can definitely do it. You have to believe in yourself, though.
I believe in myself plenty.
Then you can do it. That's all you need.
But it still doesn't change the fact that I don't have the ability to calm down. I don't have the ability to 100% relax unless I'm tired.
Yeah,
But
there's
You can be
relaxation
aware.
techniques you can literally do right before meditation, if that's something that's going to help you out as well. But you can develop the ability, is what I'm trying to tell you. Why not now?
But there's no proof that
Try it out and see for yourself.
reincarnation-
If you don't like it, just leave. You don't even need to believe in reincarnation to meditate. What does meditation have to do with reincarnation?
I have no idea. That's part of why I'm having
Christian,
this
Peter.
discussion.
If you're Christian, there's meditation in the Old Testament. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't disagree that Christians meditate. I just don't. I pray. I pray when I work, when I ride my motorcycle. But see, I pray to God.
Mhm.
You don't. So that's kind of like
I pray
what.
to my master. I pray to my mentor, my guru.
Okay, and what or who is that?
It's more of an essence, not necessarily an individual.
He's saying to just chill out, bro. When
No,
he says
no.
meditate, he's saying chill out.
I use drugs for that.
Oh, can't say the D word. You can come back up.
Oh,
Just we have to talk PG. It's TikTok. Just spell it out.
Exactly. So the chemicals that you're taking from outside, it's just gonna give you more consequence. So you need to find something that's more like from inside. You need to find those kind of drugs.
I agree.
Not yeah, and you don't need to sit to meditate. You can actually like when you're playing like let's say I don't know soccer. You can be totally focused and totally aware. At the same time, you are not reacting, and that is also meditation. So if you are not reacting and you are totally aware, like in everything you do, so basically, if you are best in everything you do, or you're just aware and not reacting to things like worldly things or external things that's happening. Let's say your body is saying I'm getting tired, or your mind is saying I'm getting tired, and you're not reacting. You're just aware of it. That's meditation. So you don't need to sit or try to meditate.
I think if you just don't think of the word meditation, just think of it for 10 minutes of your day where your brain isn't constantly thinking and worrying about your work, your family, your life, everything. For just that 10 minutes, it's just, I don't know, it's just that opposite receiving of information, constant receiving of information. It's
What are you
just
receiving information from?
well, from every angle that you do when you think. What are you doing for 24 hours of your waking day?
Yeah.
It's thoughts, isn't it?
Even right now, Peter, aren't you having thoughts?
Thoughts. Just
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out Hinduism.
don't think of it as a religious
Well, don't.
experience.
It's not a the
I'm new to it
meditation.
myself. I'm
Separate
actually trying to
Hinduism
learn how
from
to
the
meditate
meditation
myself.
thing.
I mean, you could say I meditate, but what I would call it is prayer.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
those
we're
are
talking about a
different
separate thing. We're talking about a separate
Yeah.
thing.
Right,
Meditation?
you're taking the God out of prayer, and you call
No,
it meditation. I get it.
who's saying we're taking the God out of prayer though?
The prayer is a different
Because you
thing,
don't
dude.
believe in God. That's
Excuse
why.
me, bro. Excuse me. The prayer you're praying to God is a separate thing. Meditation is a separate thing. They're
Peter,
not
our
praying. They're not
definition of
praying to a
God is
false
different than
god.
yours. It
Hey,
doesn't mean we
Peter.
don't believe in God, though. Does
I'm
that
here.
make
I'm
sense?
listening.
Hey, Peter. They're not necessarily praying to anything necessarily. They're just chilling out. You know what I'm saying, Peter?
One
Right, and
second,
that's what I
Rocky.
use
I
substance.
wouldn't. I don't really agree with that definition for meditation. But Peter,
I said not necessarily.
Truth,
I said
is
not
there
I know.
necessarily.
truth eternal? I'm actually trying to sort of meditate myself when I sit down
Okay.
for 10 minutes. I'm trying. I'm quite new to it. I want to ask you: is there any sort of music or special vibration
No, you need
sounds that I
silence, bro.
can
You need
listen to
silence.
help? You need silence.
If I've tried with music, bro. My
You
best
could
meditations are in absolute peak
Absolute silence.
silence.
It's just very
actually,
difficult. I totally get what Peter's saying because you sit down,
When we
actually,
first started, I
your
know how you
mind.
guys feel. That was me for like the first 6 months, I
Yeah,
think. Dude, it was so hard. It's like every
it's
thought would just
difficult.
come. It's annoying. But
so
you get
there is
used
a
to it.
there
You get
is
used to it, and then when I have thoughts now, I'll just be like, it's not me. Those thoughts aren't mine. I'm not really aware of that. And then like that, it just goes away. I don't really need to force anything. I just go into deep states of meditation, and it's wonderful, right? You guys do need to follow a couple of things though. Before getting into meditation, you can practice like a relaxation. It'll help you fall into meditation more. After your meditation, try to develop and keep that state that you've like achieved. You can do a practice of like acquiring it and really feeling this condition, and then you slowly open your eyes. Don't just wait, open your eyes, drink some water, and get up with your
So
day.
how do
Try
I
to
not
really
think what I'm going to have for dinner that night, or how do I not think
I'm
of?
saying it's okay if you have that. There's no problem if you have that thought. Simply just think, okay, that's a thought. Next. And then just focus back into meditation. You don't need to force anything at all.
To what? Just a blank page. Just try and think of absolutely nothing, which is
You don't
almost
need to try
impossible.
to think of absolutely nothing. I mean, brother, like I've been doing it for a while. So like as soon as I close my eyes, that's just kind of what I have. But when I first started, I would focus on my heart. I would think that my
Breathing.
master's in my heart and pulling me within, as if it is implying the causal body, right? Aham, like the Brahmasmi within me, is simply just getting me back to itself. You don't give it a form. You don't give it any attributes. Nothing.
so there is a yoga that I do. It's called Nada Yoga, and it's very it's like music, you know. It's like frequency, like mantras, words. So when you do that, it's like pre-meditation thing, or you could call it meditation itself. And when I do that Nada Yoga, it's very amusing, and you're trying to hear every echo, like the last, like the I don't know how to say this, like the last sound that these things makes. How to say this? So you're basically hearing every echo till end, and it's and it is making you more aware and aware and aware day by day. So like meditation, like you could not only say it's in silence, or you could do it in music too. And particularly, like he said, Aham Brahmasmi, and there is what's other than Aham Brahmasmi or Om Namah Shivaya.
You are that.
That's like the only mantra that's called Maha Mantra. It's like the biggest mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. So if you just do these things, it will actually make you more and more and more and more meditative, more and more and more aware. And your suffering will be less and less because you stop reacting.
But I
It
thought you said you
probably,
did it in
Shalin, I feel like
silence.
more people should do this on TikTok, bro. A lot of people react horribly, no?
Yeah, maybe we should try and start like meditation sessions
That'd be pretty cool.
rather than arguing all the time.
I mean,
That might help all of us.
hello guys.
You know,
What's up,
Sorry
Ronnie? How are you?
for cutting you guys
No
off.
worries, bro.
I'm actually agnostic,
Okay.
but there is something interesting, and mainly when it comes to Hinduism, right? In which, like, when I look at cultures, I look at religion because religion is really integrated within the culture of a country, right? And whenever you call like these different religions, whatever, Brahma, like this Hinduism, when I look at India, I do not see the reason why you should follow a religion that like caused the culture in India to be basically like that. When you have two other pretty similar mindsets or like pretty similar theologies that are actually a lot more peaceful and that also follow meditation. And those two examples are Buddhism and Taoism. And Taoism, actually, you don't have to follow a lot of gods. I do understand that there is a Tao book in correlation to gods, but that has nothing to do with what Lao Tzu wanted to do. I actually read Lao Tzu, and he is a pretty interesting man. Same like with Buddha. There is no such a thing as like these goddess, but later on became part of a religion by other characters. But again, why somebody should follow Hinduism, that the clear example of the culture is India, when you can follow Taoism and Buddhism?
Okay, so I've got a few other questions, if you don't mind answering. So I don't really mean to go into the political aspect of things, but you said that it's more like karma, where you do good, you get good; you do evil, you get evil back. And there's no set right or wrong, because, as you said, morality is subjective. So how does that follow like the law of the United States?
The law of what?
The law of the United States, like say, okay, like people that are pro-choice. How does Hinduism falls into the pro-choice or the pro-life movement?
It's up to you.
So
you pick what you want. Why is Hinduism going to dictate what you want to do for that, bro?
So is
Eternal Dharma put it really nicely when I heard him say this. Look, when Hindus sort of go and settle in other countries or emigrate and live abroad, what as a community we tend to do is follow the laws of the land. In other words, we just try our best to fit in, and you probably got neighbors, work colleagues that are Hindus, and you don't even realize, because we just try our best to sort of fit in. And going back to your comments about morality, personally, I personally feel it's definitely subjective, 100% subjective. I don't understand how morality can be objective, because, look, I can't put this into words, but for example, before we were like Homo sapiens, what were our objectives different then? Before, when we were sort of in that Neanderthal stage of
the time,
it was a completely different ball game. No, the idea at that time was to survive. Would you say that they were immoral because they're trying to survive? And
but morality is not subjective. And
it can't be.
It's not. And there is different ideas of morality, but the reason why the West have been completely a lot more well developed.
Talking about morality or humanity?
Morality. We're talking about the idea of morality. We're talking about like the laws of how.
So let's say 2,000 years ago there was it was very moral to marry I don't know, like 16-year-old, while a man is 75-year-old. Would you still like say it's moral now? Because back then they had nothing, so women were suffering. So marrying a 16-year-old was actually a good thing, because now they have food.
I get what your point is. One of the good things about the West, actually, with like almost like the Eastern Asian counterparts. I'm not like considering South Asia, because South Asia, I believe they have like kept their culture for a long time, and we kind of can see that in India, Pakistan. Outside from the religion, like the culture is pretty much similar. Even like the way they behave, it's pretty similar, whether they come to the West. And I do not believe like Hindu people actually gravitate towards like Western culture as much as people may think they do. And I know this because I live surrounded. by Hindu people. Actually, the ones who are a lot better are like Eastern Asians, such as the Chinese, the Japanese, the South Koreans, and they follow a pretty much a culture in which is based upon Taoism, right? So again, when it comes to the terms of morality, we were doing like an evolution pretty much, and that's how we became developed countries throughout history. We actually follow not
Yeah, so
based
everything is
Taoism, such as the
evolving
Eastern.
by
I mean,
time.
like we follow Aristotelian morality that later on became part of the church, became part of the Catholic Church in the time of the Enlightenment. Such as Kant, that Immanuel Kant, that later on came with a new idea of morality. And even before that, with Thomas Aquinas, right? So those ideas of moralities actually help us to evolution, like to create a civilization in which we don't basically unalive each other. And that's why Europe is like the way it is today. Right. So you can claim morality is subjective, but we can clearly see that within the countries that we reside in. If we followed the same morality a long time ago, we wouldn't have been as developed as we are. And that's what make us part of the first world. That's true.
I've got some questions about that.
Just morality. Just morality. I don't know. I don't wanna.
Is he saying that morality is objective or subjective? I just got here.
Well, that's I'm
It's pretty much
confused.
objective. Like
Objective.
countries
The
that
nature of
follow.
morality has to be objective, or it has to be subjective, because objective is not possible.
Subject.
No, it is objective because as easy as you can see how the country behaves and how a country is developed, you can see what the morals are, right?
So which country's laws are considered objective?
Well, for example, Europe, the European Union. That's a
Do you
clear
guys want to do a
example.
Europe
test
is a
amongst
continent,
us right
one.
now to see if it's actually going to be subjective or objective?
What
do
country
it.
in specifics?
Okay, I'll ask a question and then everyone just answer. I'm sure you guys have heard of this already. If you're on a train and there's two paths and one path has 5 people and another path has 1 person, you have the lever to switch it. Which way will you go? Will you hit the 1 or the 5? We can start with Funny. Go ahead. Funny?
I mean, that's like a lot of dependent of the greater good, right? So
Right. So what would you
two-
choose? 1 person or 5 people? There's by the way, it's 1 doctor and 5 criminals. So make
of course, one doctor.
Okay, so now you just changed it. Okay.
Of course, one doctor.
So you'll unalive the 1 doctor and keep the 5 criminals alive.
No, I kept
It's about
I kept alive
unaliving.
one doctor.
You're gonna unalive 1 doctor and then keep the 5 doctors alive. Is that right?
No.
The 5
I'm gonna unalive 5 criminals.
You're gonna unalive 5 criminals. Funny how what you said to unalive the doctor.
I was saying I like the
yeah,
criminals
because-
for sure.
Wait,
Do
what?
you know what the criminals did?
It doesn't matter what they did. They're criminals.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to touch the lever at all. I'm just going to leave the lever
Oh
alone.
no! If you don't touch it, it's just gonna unalive 5 of them.
That's not my fault then.
No, it is because you're not choosing
Yeah.
actively. That is your choice
Yeah,
at the end
I'm
of the day, Shaolin, right? You picking the 5.
I
criminals.
choose.
How about you,
Is stopping
Peter?
the train an option?
Yeah, I choose the one doctor.
You choose the. Okay, so you'll unalive the doctor. Funny said he'll unalive the doctor. Shaolin said he won't do anything, which unfortunately unalives the 5 people. And then Batty said the 5 criminals. How about you, Peter?
Is stopping the train an option? Because we've already
No,
changed
sir.
it 3
No,
times.
so the brakes are broken.
Actually, if you unalive 1 person, it is better than unaliving 5 person. But I don't know. It's
Well, it's
tricky.
1 doctor, right, compared to 1 innocent doctor who saves people, compared to 5 criminals. So
You
Yes,
changed
but
the
you say
narrative.
5
it's up to you.
5 life.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. Up to you guys.
Is
what
there
you guys
time for
value
me
more.
to do anything sort of spectacular, like build a third rail?
You're in motion. How
Okay, I
are
didn't
you?
know you were the Flash and
I can perform miracles.
I love how we're changing
have
the
witnesses.
Superman and Jesus.
narrative
Yeah.
like 6
Yeah.
times.
But straightforward
This is
though, this shows us right how morality isn't necessarily objective. It's more of all of us have our own perspective on it. Like Shaolin was like, okay, first I won't even touch it. Then Funny first said like 1 doctor. Then he like maybe was thinking, and then Batty said 5 people, and then he was like, wait, 5 lives, like maybe only 1 life. You know what I'm trying to say? If it was objective, guys, every single one of us would have said the same exact thing with no hesitation.
I
No,
mean, but
no,
like, I mean,
we're all
objective in the sense
that's
of like the
completely
culture
false.
wise.
That's
When you
100%
think
false.
about in terms of country, right? You see what the produce is,
What
right? So like
European
in
country is
India,
objective?
morality is
You haven't
quite like
answered.
subjective, and it's almost a subcontinent.
What European country is objective? You haven't answered that.
The European Union as a whole, like
Okay,
the
so the European Union has changed over time, which makes them subjective.
actually the base is upon Aristotelian morality, which is kind of interesting.
Okay,
The
so
evolution has been like pretty much
like,
understanding what Aristotelian
what is the
morality
age of
is.
consent in the
But
European
if you
Union?
understand Aristotelian morality, it's a little bit different, right?
What's the age of consent in the European Union?
It depends upon each country.
Okay, but you just said them as a whole, so you were assuming that all of them hold to the same thing.
It's based upon Aristotelian again. There is certain things and certain laws that are questionable, right? But again, based upon Aristotelian morality, that's what all is based upon. That's the same reason why a lot of these people, mainly like people from India or like from certain parts of South Asia or like Western Asia or Africa, go all the way from their continents to either Europe or like North American countries in which they have based upon Aristotelian morality. They don't want to go back. Have you ever wondered that? Because they know objectively those countries are a lot better than the ones that they live in.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
what was the age of
country is better. How does that relate to morality?
Morality
Yeah,
is
sure. Like I grant
extremely-
you that America is better than like India in terms of opportunities for many people, so that's why they come here. But why does that mean it's like morally? I don't understand how that relates to the morality aspect.
Comfortable, like in Western countries, but like I would disagree that.
very easily.
I mean, we can say like
And there,
because
and there is a saying. There is a saying called "go with the time," and it's not about like every day, but like there is saying, I don't know, like yugas by yugas, everything will change, so you have to change according to the yugas. So according to the time, you have to behave, or
Very true.
your morality changes.
That's
Exactly.
So
I think my morality
to go with the
changes according to
time.
the situation.
I mean, by the time it's been
Based on
quite
situation,
a long time.
okay.
Even back in the 1900s, a lot of Indians went all the way from their country to
Funny.
Britain.
I think what you're doing is like you're showcasing immigration as that proves morality. It doesn't. Funny.
I mean, it does
like
because
16
like the laws of a system.
do you
where
know
are
what
those
morality
based
It
from?
really doesn't, brother. I don't think you understand what
I
morality
mean, do you
is.
even know where laws came from? By the way, I study ethics, and pretty much all the
You
laws.
can't answer simple questions about morality.
Laws laws are for people. There is no law for nature or wilderness. So
That's not true. Have you ever seen lion eat grass even though they were starving?
Of course, there's laws for nature.
I've never seen a lion eat grass even though they were starving. You'll see
How many lions have you
no,
seen?
I
They don't
mean
eat grass.
like
How many starving
morality
lions
or
do you see per day?
Every now and then.
Morality is not as subjective as you think. There used to be a ancient belief that mainly from the Greece, and this morality idea of like that morality is subjective upon the culture, and it does not matter, and there is no such a thing as universal morality. Comes from a Greek historian that he went all the way to a certain part of India, to a small village in which what they used to do is they used to eat the people that were like unalive as a way to kind of grieve. And he's like, this for me as a Greek is like extremely weird, but for them it's normal. Therefore, morality is completely subjective about the culture. But the reality is like morality is a lot more universal, and we can see that within the countries. As ethics are the base upon all the laws that we follow.
Right.
And you can literally see like how the cultures and at the same time the laws work.
Then, brother, why do we have lawbreakers that don't follow those ethics, that don't follow those laws, that don't follow that morality?
Welcome to the world. Like we have psychopaths. Okay, what can I
No.
do?
I'm not talking about psychopaths. I'm talking about just regular people. Every single country has this. You can't just say that, yeah, morality is based on the laws. Sure, I grant you that. But not every single person believes in that or follows it. And you can't just say, oh, psychopaths are the only ones that don't do it. Regular people, including me and you both, have broken laws before, whether we like it or not. But that's not because we are like horrible psychopaths. It's just because it's a subjective experience. At that point in time, when I was like a younger kid, when I was 19, I had a lot different of a mentality. So my morality was different compared to now. I've matured, so I'm thinking a lot differently. I'm looking at everything way better. I'm not gonna have
I'm
the same moral
confused.
system I had prior.
I'm confused. How is it moral to own another human being?
It's not. It's not.
I don't know, man. Like I
Is
said,
that moral?
based on the
And that one
situation.
also.
No, it just is not. How is that
Based on the
moral at all?
situation, I think it's okay. Based on the situation.
Okay, interesting.
Owning another human being.
Yeah.
I mean, that is not okay.
I mean,
Yeah, we're not
like
talking about
truth
Guys,
eternal. I just wanted to
let me
say
pose a
like
question. Let me pose a question. Does everybody here know what Daesh is?
No.
Daesh is the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS. Right? If I own one of their members after all the crimes they've committed, would you guys consider me immoral?
Yeah, bro. I would be like, what are you doing? Just unalive him.
I would be
No,
like,
that's too easy for him. That's the easy way out for him.
You want him to feel the misery and pain and suffering and make him like you want to degrade him. That's something's wrong. Something's wrong with you
100%.
then, bro.
That's
We
fine.
shouldn't need to
You
do
deserve
that
it.
just because they did that. You should be the bigger person, unalive him, and then do that to the next people.
No, the bigger person would forgive him and let him go on his way.
no,
bro.
the bigger person will
shouldn't.
be
You
pretty
don't
much-
need to forgive them, as in letting them go on their way. You can forgive them and then still unalive them for what they've done.
actually, you should do what's needed.
Yeah,
at that
exactly. And I don't think it's necessary to degrade him and make him a slave to you. That seems
Make him
more
a
of like
slave,
a
make him build all the houses. he
personally, you may
destroyed.
like that. You may want that, maybe, but I wouldn't want that.
No.
But truth eternal, I got a question. I got a question for you. Why did you call people, or like you yourself, decided to follow Hinduism when you have
It's more of a way of life, brother.
better
It's not really a
examples?
religion.
Wait. When you have like better examples as Taoism and Buddhism.
Yeah, I just told you. I don't do Hinduism for the temples. I can care less for that stuff, brother. It's not a religion either. It's more of a way of life. I simply practice it on a regular basis. To me, I go to church. I'll go to a mosque. I don't really care. It's all just places of worship. Doesn't really matter to me who.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. They would not allow you in there.
Into a mosque? Yeah, they would. They don't really care.
I'll let you know right now. My mom's been heavily prejudiced against inside mosques.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. There is certain rules made.
I want to answer.
Religion. I mean, if
Go
I
ahead.
go to a
I'm sorry.
if I go to a Catholic church wearing certain stuff and a cross inverted, it will be pretty much bad sin. It's just like kind of weird whenever like these religions have like their own set of strict rules. That's why I base upon myself how the cultures look like on these countries that have the religion, right?
Yeah.
So when we go to India, the majority of people are Hindu, right? That is correct. And look at how the country is. When
do you
it
mean
comes to
by that?
China, I mean, we already kind of see, right?
Where have you been to India?
My mom has been. She almost got raped.
Where have
I'm
you
asking,
been?
where have you been in India?
Me, I don't want to go. With all due honesty, my mom has been.
So you've never been there, so you're only going off the experience of someone else that you.
Yeah, pretty
Where
much.
did
My
your
mom
mom go?
almost got raped, and also
Where did your
a lot
mom
of
go?
people that I know almost got raped because they are from
What's
Islam.
what's
Where
great?
did she go?
Where
did she
There are a
go?
lot of religion. There are a lot of religion other than Hinduism in India, and what you call Hinduism is not a religion. There is a religion.
To be debated.
It's like there is no religion called Hinduism. There is only Sanatan Dharma.
Yep.
And it's about eternal righteousness. So there is a lot of confusion on this.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
Yeah, so funny. There's almost 300 million Muslims in India, and they have significant portions in cities that are literally all Muslim. How do you know your mom didn't go to a Muslim city?
Yeah, funny. Where did she go?
Not only
She went to Mumbai. She also went to New Delhi.
You said Mumbai? Mumbai?
Yeah.
She didn't go to South India, like Tamil Nadu or Kerala.
And not only Muslims,
only
but
went,
there
like, to
are
a big city.
Buddhists. There are Tibetan Buddhists. There are other religion like Jainism. There are more like Zoroastrian. In Mumbai, there are lots of Christians as well, and Zoroastrians. Yeah, lots
What I
of
know,
religion.
Mumbai has about a 55% Hindu population, which means there's not a good chance that your mom was almost quote unquote raped by a Hindu. It could have been a Muslim, atheist, Satanist,
Could be.
Christian.
Oh, okay, whatever. Could be, but the reality is like there was this woman.
Funny, you went to New Delhi in Mumbai, brother. You didn't really go to the other
I
parts
do
of
not
India.
want to go after what happened to
No,
her.
I know, but your mother went to one part of India. Do you understand how like different every single 50 kilometers India is?
Well, I can just tell you, there
Even the
was a
food
Brazilian
changes.
woman,
It's
by the
so
way. You probably
drastically
heard
different,
about
brother.
this. Brazilian woman that got
Funny,
raped.
funny. 1 second before
on
you
India.
start talking, brother. I need you to understand. You don't really know anything about India. Speaking on India through someone else's experience, and then you're claiming because of what happened in the north, it's actually not even north, it's more of a middle western state of Mumbai, that all of India is like this. This is a false comparison fallacy, brother. Because South India, if you look at the stats, it's completely different. I'm from South India. It's not like that. And I have friends in Mumbai. I'm very sorry your mother went through this, but definitely 100%, not every part in India is like that. You can't just say because it happened to one person, it happens all over India. Look at the world. Look how bad the ethics are. That doesn't make sense.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I mean,
to be fair,
I just go based upon what the
efforts
people
to
from
learn
Spain and
about
South America did. I remember this Swedish couple went to India and they got like raped and alive. I also remember there was like this Brazilian woman that I actually used to follow because she was a motorcyclist. She ended up being raped by 7 men in India. So
let's talk
where
about the women that
exactly
got
in
raped in
India again?
Serbia, Bosnia, Turkey, Greece, Italy. Well,
there
we
is
talk about all
also-
those women as well and say all those countries are terrible.
I remember
that's
like
true. You could actually say that even in America, brother, which is kind of sad, or Pakistan. But I'm not going to point my fingers there and say that because I understand it differs depending on where in the country you are.
Brother, even in the Vatican City, a woman is raped.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
but
that's
like
actually
there
so
is
sad.
criminal
Basically,
statistics for that.
everywhere there are evil, like not evil, but basically everywhere people do crimes like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And,
trying to tell you. Subjective morality. Exactly.
I mean,
Everywhere
I'm
you go,
a
there's
huge
subjective
believer that there
morality.
is
Doesn't
cultures
matter
that
what
are way
laws
better
you
than
have.
others. I also like my mom do a whole trip. By the way, she went like to India, she went to South Korea, and then she went to China. She also went to Vietnam.
That's a strange trip.
So it's just I don't know. Like I believe like based upon culture, there is certain cultures that shouldn't be touched and should only stay there.
That doesn't make any sense. Culture is to be shared with everyone.
No, culture should be kept inside themselves.
You say that, but then you don't really mean that.
I do mean that.
Oh, really? So here's the thing, right? Medicinal herbs, right? Many medicinal herbs that we use today in regular hospitals, especially within IV drip bags, right? These are things that used to be part of people's culture, either indigenous to America, the Arawaks, the Inos, or even the Indians, right? These are indigenous to their lands, and then it's part of their culture to use it in their herbal medicines. You wouldn't be many people wouldn't be alive without these medicines that are part of people's culture. Do you think we should keep those in those people's culture?
Again, commerce has nothing to do with the culture and ideologies.
Has everything to do with it.
I mean, look at the Chinese. Chinese were like
if culture
pretty
should
much.
stay to itself, then you couldn't touch down on their land without.
I will tell you something interesting about the Chinese. The Chinese have like a long history, and mainly when it comes to commerce, right? They were commercing tea, they were commercing medical herbs before the British colonialism and the American colonialism, Japan, Russia, whatever, right? Before all of this colonialism, there were 50% of the PIB of like the world at a certain period of time, back in the 1600s, 1500s, in the Qing dynasty. They did not spread their culture. They only spread like their commerce things by like selling and buying, pretty much. That's how.
Can I say to Funny 80 something about this cultural exchange? Brother, in the past, in the history, there was a Silk Road going from China till Europe. People are exchanging all type of culture and goods and all type of these things. Part of it was the culture, the music, the things. Why there is Chinese Muslim in China? I'm not talking about the Uyghur, the Turks. I'm talking about the native. How China become Buddhist, and Buddhism is an Indian religion.
It's not an Indian, by the way. It's
It,
not
it
an
is.
It's an
Indian.
it's
Siddhartha
an
was
Indian.
Indian.
Siddhartha Gautama was
Gautama
born not in India. He was born in
Not a
Nepal,
religion at all.
by the
in
way.
Nepal.
Funny
In
eating, you're
Nepal.
wrong. Buddha,
In
Siddhartha
Nepal.
Gautama Buddha was born in modern day Nepal, but he was born in India prior.
Yeah,
That's what it was called, brother.
That
Do your history.
there was
Well,
no
Nepal
Nepal.
today, actually, like interestingly
There,
enough, Nepal is literally in the middle between China and India. Between India and the culture is a lot more Hinduism.
Yeah, funny. I don't think
part.
you've seen the history though, because Buddha was an Indian prince, brother. You have to research about this. I understand you have an
India
ethics
was
major
still
and
even
all,
a
but
country.
Oh,
to say
probably
that he wasn't born in India is a wrong statement. He was born in India, modern day Nepal.
So what I want to say, the whole world wasn't closed as you think. You think just because of the colonial came and they start making people know about each other. That's not true. People, the Arabs traveled, the Persian traveled, the whole that we've been exchanging knowledge since thousands and thousands of years, from India to Arabia to Persia to Egypt to Babylon to everywhere. So even China wasn't isolated. Maybe you can say that about Japan. I agree with you. They were isolated because it was an island. Yes, and they isolated themselves for 200 years. I can agree with you. But China, no. China was very open to everyone.
It was very open, but interesting enough, like they have kept their Taoist and their Confucianism culture and culture overall, in comparison to the individualistic philosophy that we in the Western world follow, which goes back to Aristotle, right? We may have shared knowledge, but the majority of the countries, let's be fair, the majority of the countries, even though China was open, they still kept their base traditions and base cultures upon Confucianism and Taoism.
Yeah, but how can you also agree with that when, like the last dynasty, they are not Chinese? You agree with that? They originally came from what they call it,
Manchuria?
They came from Manchuria, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, these always China was always invaded by these, let's say, I don't want to say primitive, but yeah, you can say primitive compared to China. But these
communist, atheists.
Let's say pagans, the pagans of Middle of Asia, the Turks or whatever, who was always coming and attacking you. That's why you built the Great Wall, to stop these people from coming.
Yeah, absolutely. The same stories with the Romans. The Romans have like a base.
People came, people conquered China, people came, people influenced China. While you like it or you don't like it, but people came and there was some mixing over there. Meaning that China is not really 100%. Everything in China is 100% Chinese. There is influence from outside. It might be little because
Brother Morad, you seem to know a lot about this. Have you studied this in school or college?
Just reading.
Oh, nice, very nice, very
nice. But I can't see. I lived in India for 5 years, and I lived in South India, in Goa, in Kerala, in Karnataka, and last.
That's amazing.
So I have respect for the Hindu religion, and I think Hinduism has provided humanity with things, just philosophy, yoga, and a lot of things. But I lived there in India, and I have experience. I'm a Muslim, and I want to say to you what I see wrong about Hinduism. I have a lot of Hindu friends, and I lived in India, and I share a lot about with Indians. It's my beautiful years of my life, from 18 as an international student in India, and I learned my English. This is English I speak with. I learned my English in India. So I lived there for 5 years. From when I was 18, I left India in 2007. I was in Pune, and I left India in 2007. and I know a lot about India, and I know a lot about the Hindu religion, and I lived as a hippie also. So I was
Very nice.
involved in, I was involved in the yoga and meditation, and I do vipassana meditation all the time.
Oh my God! Wow.
And yeah, so I know a lot about
You're
Hinduism. I
Muslim
have
and you
respect.
do Vipassana?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
a
never heard of
Muslim.
that, brother. How do you
I
do that?
pray 5 times a day. I practice my religion. I believe in Sharia law,
That's good.
and I'm devoted Muslim. As that's what I think. I hope Allah will accept.
But do you do Vipassana just as a
Well, we have in
practice?
Islam, meditation in our religion, in Hinduism, in Sufism, you will find it
Yeah, that's
in
just
our sector,
yeah.
Sufism,
What you have,
and in
what you
Islam, we call it muraqabah. It's the same practice. You just watch. Muraqabah means you just watch as a witness.
so you have
You're
exactly same thing as Vipassana?
Yeah, it's similar, but Vipassana, you go from head to toe, watching your sankaras, what they call it sankara, your sensations. So everybody has a technique, a different technique. But meditation, it's meditation to be
Yeah, meditation. There are
mindfulness.
a lot of things.
Yeah,
Like you said, prayer is also one kind of meditation. It's called japa, I
exactly.
think, in
Hinduism.
japa or dharana. I don't know, but there are lots of kind of meditation. But it's very cool to hear that you're a Muslim and you are not
Well, not just
you're
me. There
doing
is a lot.
Vipassana.
There is a lot. I
But
think what Muslim
isn't
lack,
it a shirk or how to say this? Like a sin?
shirk.
Sin.
He said shirk.
What?
Shirk
How would that be
is
shirk?
Shirk. To explain to you, shirk is to associate Allah with another partner. You understand? Meaning, like, I will worship
Okay.
Shiva, for example, and Allah. Okay, that's shirk.
That's shirk. Okay.
Yeah. One of the greatest musician in India, his name Jalaluddin, who taught Ali Akbar, his son Ali Akbar Khan, the Sarud, and if you know Ravi Shankar, the man who was with the Beatles, the man who introduced Hinduism to the West. One of the people
Ravi Shankar.
Ravi Shankar, the sitar player. So his teacher, I saw him. His teacher is a Muslim, Jalaluddin.
Oh
And
my God, are you talking about like this guy? I forgot his name. Shit.
Jalaluddin.
Ravi Shankar, I don't know.
Yeah, Ravi Shankar. They call him the godfather of world music. So Ravi Shankar, his Muslim teacher, was praying also to this goddess of Hinduism for music. You have a goddess for music, and he was making shirk, to pray for this goddess of music, and that's what we call shirk. He was mushrik.
Vipassana is not shirk or sin in your
You
religion.
just watch your body. I'm just watching my body from head to toe. Any feeling I have, I just watch it. So where is God here? This is between me and me. Of course. Yeah.
And Vipassana is given by Buddha. So yeah, you make a lot of sense. But like, are you sure?
Buddha, I think is not. I think he's a prophet, came to teach people how to free themselves, not to pray to him, but people worshipped him. That's what I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
So about Hinduism.
Yeah. So you said prophet, right? So anybody other than
prophet, messenger,
Muhammad.
teacher, he can be teacher, whatever, man. But I don't think he came to tell.
Namaste, Ram Ram.
I don't think.
What he wait.
Don't judge me. You are not the.
You said.
Don't. Hey, you are not here
Can you mute him?
to shut.
Can you mute him? What he told was incorrect. it's not Ravi Shankar who brought the Hinduism to the West. It was Swami Vivekananda, the first guru to come to the West and give the speech in Chicago. That one. And I don't care what Muslim teacher Ravi Shankar had. Ravi Shankar was
I don't
a
care
prodigy
about what you
by
say.
birth.
Hey man, let me speak. I
Truth
don't like
he is
the way
playing.
this.
He has come to our life. He's come to our
She's
life
emotional.
before.
She is
No,
emotional now.
No. He has come to our life before also, and with the same bullshit, showing
Never
how
came.
Muslims have
Never came.
not to Truth's life. Some I think Marsha's life or somebody else's life. So he has come, and he always showcases that how Muslims have and Hindus lived peacefully, all those things, and he tells that it is great, all those things. He has come this one. He has just changed his profile name and picture. That's all. I remember clearly remember his voice.
I never did that.
No. Boot him, Truth. Boot him, Truth. He's here to misguide people. He is misguiding people. He has told the same story multiple times, and
I will attack you now. Wait. I will attack Hinduism.
Attack me? Who the hell are you to attack me?
Hinduism.
Who the hell?
Just wait. I will attack Hinduism.
Yeah, see. I called him out, so he is attacking
Wait.
Okay. Let's see. Akhi, are you Muslim?
I will say what I don't like about Hinduism. You didn't let me finish.
We're not going to talk about that right now. Are you Muslim or Christian?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
He's just misdirecting. Okay, don't let him do this.
He's a Muslim that practices
I am not
Vipassana
emotional.
meditation.
I'm Yemeni.
I am not emotional.
I'm Yemeni.
Do I sound emotional?
Okay, relax.
No,
It's good. It's for the good.
I think you're calling him out on what he's doing.
Relax.
Okay, Mo,
Yeah,
can you
I'm
relax?
calling him
Calm
out. I'm
down,
not
Mo.
emotional. I'm calling him out.
I got you.
Okay.
Mokh, are you Muslim?
Listen. Muhammad, my name is Muhammad.
Satyam, don't let him.
I never
Don't let him degrade our Bharat or
in
our
these
culture. He has done this before.
I got it.
I never been here. I never been here before.
I have to go back.
I never been here before. I never been here before.
Ram, sorry.
You are wrong. You are wrong.
Jibba. Muhammad, Akhi, welcome.
You are
How
wrong.
are you?
Here we go.
Let me speak now. Let me speak.
Akhi?
Alhamdulillah.
Can you hear me?
Let
Akhi?
me speak. Yeah, but
you
let
hear
me
me?
speak.
Hello?
Alhamdulillah.
Hello?
Who's speaking now? The host?
Muhammad, can you hear me?
Satayam. Let me speak. I did not finish my
I
speech, and I
literally
will speak
answered
to you.
I asked you a question.
No.
I'm waiting for you to
Let
answer.
me just.
Muhammad,
let me,
can you hear
just
me?
let me. No.
Muhammad?
I hear you, but I will.
Muhammad, relax, brother. Relax. Akhi, you got to calm down, Akhi. Drink some
I will
camel
not
from
answer
that.
you. I will not answer you.
Can we move on,
I
Truth?
speak?
He says he's not going to
Yeah,
answer.
I will
us.
leave.
Can we move on?
I'm not answer you. I want
okay.
to finish
1 second,
my
Dad.
speech.
What did you want to do, Truth?
I mean, we can remove him if he's not going to answer. I'm down. I don't mind. at all.
Okay. I know I don't want to remove him.
Ask. What
Muhammad.
did you ask to answer? What did you ask?
Muhammad, sabr akhi. Calm down, bro. Calm down.
تفضل.
Are you Muslim?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamd, Sri Krishna.
Hey, stop.
I just
stop
asked
making
you.
fun. Just
All
talk
I did.
straight.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Sabr akhi, sabr. Calm down, man.
Summak, you don't own
Chill.
this piece of shit. You don't eat this cow, fucking dog eater.
There's the truth. Oh, my
fucking dog eater. What? What was
He
that?
came in
He
so
said,
nice.
he also
he
said
loved
something
India.
in Arabic.
Yo.
He insulted
but-
something
but
in
he-
Arabic. He said Semma something. Yeah.
Yo, but he does Vipassana and he's a Muslim and
Yeah, he follows Sharia law.
Oh, if he's,
No,
if
guys.
he's Sufi, that makes sense. If it's Qadariya.
That's
No,
Amuji too.
Sufi
Amuji
is
too. That's
He
just
said-
as,
and he
just
said
as,
Buddha is a prophet.
Yeah, a lot of Muslims do hold to that as well.
So, guys, Alex is a guy
Exactly.
that is okay with child rape. I just finished talking to him on other live. Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna get to it. Hey, Alex, welcome back, man. So we
What?
had earlier.
What could I have alive?
I don't know, man. So listen, we had just read a hadith, right? You had read it yourself, where Muhammad tells people when Ali, Muhammad's cousin, takes a little child, prepubescent child, and he grapes her, right? And the Sahaba are complaining, not because he raped the child, because he raped the child that was promised to Muhammad. So Muhammad tells the Sahaba, don't be pissed at him. In fact, love him more. Now, we were talking about how Muhammad is the perfect role model for all mankind for all time, correct?
Yeah, we were, yeah.
Okay. So a perfect role model, would he condemn and try to unalive a child rapist, or would he tell people to love a child rapist?
Would you say okay.
I'll repeat the question, guys. Focus, everybody, listen up. Alex has a little tough time. Would a perfect role model for all mankind tell you to love a child rapist? Or would he tell you to unalive a child
But mate,
rapist?
the perfect role model is not...
Or maybe imprison him. I don't know. You got two options. Go ahead.
Okay, so Safian, let's be honest, yeah? There's
Alex, what was the question, Alex?
And
what were the answers?
If that's a universal practice,
by the way, the context was that she
at
was
the time, you have to be able to understand.
Alex, can you hear me?
The way that things work.
Alex.
Come on, bro.
Hello?
You gotta be fair.
Alex, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Alex. Oh, thank you, man. I think you cut out for I cut out for you or something. What was the question, Alex?
You said, is he a good role model if he doesn't condemn such and such?
What's the answer?
The answer is it depends, innit?
Okay, so I don't think you're... Oh, so it depends. So a perfect role model could tell you to love a child rapist. Is that right?
No, okay, so can I answer
Well, you just
freely?
said it depends, so there
Satyam,
is a
can
context.
Can I answer freely?
Alex,
can you let me? Are
Alex.
you gonna box me into
No,
a yes
brother.
or no?
No,
answer?
no. We don't do the Muslim
Is it yes or
shuffle
no?
yet. We do honest.
Is it yes or no?
Yes, that's so. Alex,
Is that
what
what
was
you
the
want?
question, and what were the two answers provided to you?
Your answer was yes or no. That's what you gave me. Like,
Correct.
You don't want to have a discussion. You don't want to have a discussion. Like,
Why are you lying, Alex?
I'm not lying, bro. Can I have?
You just
can I
said, you
respond?
just slandered me and said I don't want to have a discussion. Why are you lying?
I'm saying you don't want to have a discussion.
Did you get muted?
Answer.
Did you not have a full chance to answer, talk and answer?
Okay.
Nobody's stopping you. What was the question, Alex?
Can I speak freely?
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay, are you not going to interrupt me this time?
As soon, I promise on Allah and Muhammad's child rapist ass.
But you're not Muslim.
I
That's
promise
not funny,
you.
Come on, be respectful.
Alex,
You're not Muslim.
I promise. No, Akhi. We don't respect evil. Well, Islam says never respect a kafir. Why would I respect Islam?
Okay, no problem. But like, let's be respectful
Thank
to
you,
each
brother.
other.
So please, let's be
respectful
honest.
to each
Don't
other.
do dishonesty, Akhi.
Let's
I haven't
respect each other.
disrespected you at all.
Okay.
I have not. Truth, have I disrespected him in any way, shape, or form?
I don't want this to be combative, though.
Not necessarily, Alex. He's been asking you questions. You just haven't been answering the questions.
No,
That's all.
no, because this is okay. Hold on. Do you know what it is,
So
mate?
let's try again, Alex. I'm going to repeat the question because I don't think you heard.
This is getting okay. Can
The
I just say something?
perfect
Just
role
before you
model
do that,
for
just
all
before you do that.
mankind. No, Alex, you're not going to get to set the stage here. Okay.
I'm not setting a stage. I just want to say something. This is irrelevant. This is something completely different. It's completely different.
Okay, what is it, man?
Can we have this conversation in a non-combative way?
I hope so. That's up to
all
you
I want.
entirely, Alex.
I don't want it
Can
to
you do
be-
it? Can we do it, Alex?
I mean, I'm good, bro, but like you get
Are
a
you
bit
sure?
heated. Yeah, you get a bit heated.
Are you
cut me
sure?
off. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm good, man.
let's try
I'm
that,
good.
dude. Let's, guys. Alex said he's gonna try. Well, let's see
Hey,
if he's doing the
who else is innocent?
tawriya,
Elijah.
or let's see if
Hey.
he's being honest. By the
Elijah.
way, guys, Alex is a convert to Islam a few years ago.
2
And
years
so
ago.
when we just presented him 2 years ago, when we presented him this, he was like, "Oh yeah, child rape is terrible." So then we were like, "Okay, so someone who does this is terrible, right?" And then we showed him the verse immediately, and you'll see what happens. Alex, I'm going to repeat the question, and I'm going to give you the choices. Go ahead, all right? So, Muhammad is a perfect role model for all mankind. Yes or no?
He asked the question, Alex.
Last prophet, the last prophet, or is the Buddha last prophet?
No, nobody interrupt. Wait.
You said he said yes. I think his mic's cut out.
Alex, are you there, Alex?
Yeah, I think his mic's cut out. Alex, mute and unmute.
Till he comes back. Until then, guys, tap the screen, share, comment.
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, relax.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Let's go.
so Muhammad is the perfect role model for all mankind, yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
A perfect role model for all mankind would condemn child rapists or would promote them or, condone them.
Depends on the context.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go, guys. So let me try to help you out, Alex. What I'm asking is something called a categorical
answer?
question. You just did.
No, but can I have a proper response, please? Like, can I
No,
continue on?
no, Alex.
Mate,
okay. I think you're getting a little confused, brother. Let me try to help you explain. Explain to you. Let me try to help you out.
Can I just answer?
So
I've answered
what
the
I
question
asked
fairly.
you, what's known as a binary question. It's a dichotomous question. Do you know what that is?
Of course, I know what a binary question is. Come on, mate. Just talk to me with some respect, please.
Nobody has disrespected you, Alex. You gotta stop playing victim, man. I haven't even come at you yet.
Bro,
you keep saying,
Alex, come on, man.
I literally
I'm
asked
just
you
saying,
a
I
question.
understand what a binary question is. Let's go. Let's continue. Let's just keep it moving, yeah? Let's go. Continue on.
Can you explain what it is to the audience?
I don't want to explain it. Let's just continue. Is that all right?
You said you were gonna engage honestly, and now you're saying I refuse to.
I'm gonna engage. I'm gonna engage, but you're asking me questions.
So
that are
answer
not
the
related to
question.
the topic.
What is a binary question?
We're not doing that. If you want to ask me about Islam and stuff, I'm happy to be honest.
My
but let's
guy,
not
I'm
do
gonna
this
give you
general
about
stuff.
5 more seconds, and I don't see any point. So 5, 4,
Mate,
3.
I don't work like that.
2.
Things don't work like that. It doesn't work.
Thank you.
People are
Thank you
really
for coming.
emotional here.
I'm not being.
Yeah. Emotional guy. He won't engage.
Bro, that
guys, with
Mohammed guy
dishonesty-
requested again.
Okay.
But if it's gonna be emotional,
let's do it. Let's
next.
do it.
Yeah? Alright.
Let's give it. Ya kelb, ya sharmuta, ya kelb.
Listen. Hey, listen. Satyam.
Abdul.
Let's talk.
Piss. Muhammad, peace be upon him. Now, what does the Quran, Surah Al-An'am, Ayah 108 say, Abdul?
Tell me, which caste are you from, Dalit or Abraham?
What is the
case?
kelb.
Which caste are you from? Which caste are you from? You are the kelb. Okay, you are a dog. Okay, so you are a dog. This is your case in Hindu. I mean, look.
What was it you were saying?
Look, this religion where they put people in case system where you are a Dalit,
may Muhammad
where you are
marinate in the
born
piss
from
and the
the
poop. May
from the
Muhammad
feet.
be enjoying to eating the shit and the piss. That
Or
he's... No,
born
don't
from
let him
the
talk. Don't mute him up. I'm good. Muhammad, may he enjoy the piss. No, don't mute him. Don't mute him. Let him talk. I'm gonna cook him. I'm gonna make him do the kufr, and I'm gonna make him enjoy the piss and the shit that he so much loves. Astaghfirullah. Insha piss. May Muhammad love getting ganged, B-A-N-G-E-D, by the al-zut. Astaghfirullah. May he be waiting. May he enjoy marinating in Jahannam. Ya ibn Sharmuta. Muhammad the kelb. The itch. Yeah, may Muhammad be the itch that he is. May he be getting gang ridden. And we can move on to truth whenever you want. You can drop him. He is the racist POS that came up, guys. He came up, he says, there it is, guys. He hates Indians. He thinks they are DOGS. He thinks that he is he is superior to others. He is a piss-drinking poop eater. He calls people IDIOT.
He's of the British. And now you have
the dogs are guys. He's a pro-colonizer. He's a casteist. He thinks that people are born higher or lower than others.
800 years.
That's funny.
We ate your ass for 800 years. Shut
guys,
up.
he ate our ass for 800 years, guys.
We
That's what he just said.
Your Hindu ass for 800 years. And we ate
guys,
your ass.
We
ate your...
Stop being emotional.
Anyway, we can move on, Truth. We can move on. I think we're good. Yeah. So, guys, funnily enough, right? In fact, in the Quran,
he was really doing vipassana.
I'm sure he was.
And now,
Alex, I'm happy to let you back up. Are you going to be honest this time, or are you going to do kufr again?
What? What are you talking about?
I was in India and everything was good and Hindus are good, and now he's like,
oh bro, he changed so
fast.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. That's the thing, right?
So they are hypocrite and emotional criminals.
Literally, he was like, my best friends are all Hindu. I love the Hindu religion. And then it ends with, you worship cows, you cast it, blah, blah, blah.
What caste are you? Insha peace. Muhammad, may he be burning in the hellfire. May Muhammad enjoy marinating in the piss and the poop that he loves so much. May Muhammad love to eat the piss and the poop. Insha peace. May Muhammad, the Ibn Sharmuta, enjoy being railed by the Al-Zut. Astaghfirullah. We initially, that's why Muhammad specifically targeted Indians, by the way. And this is why if you see a lot of Muslims all over the world, they specifically hate Indians, not just the Jays. It's because Muhammad was G-banged. Do you guys know about this one?
Did the Prophet ever meet an Indian in his life?
He was G-banged. He was G-banged. Do you know what that means?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, by Indians. What? Literally. I'm not saying this metaphorically. Literally, he was G-banged by the Indians.
What hadith are you? What are you even quoting for that?
Go right now. Go on YouTube. Okay? Muhammad Al-Zut. A-L-Z-U-T-T. Gang. Type in G-A-N-G. It might be in there. There's a white guy. He's like kind of buff. I think he's wearing a blue shirt. His name is Raymond Ibrahim. And he gives you gives a whole talk on it.
Is it Apologetics Roadshow?
No. Just type in Muhammad Al-Zut and maybe G-A-N-G, B-A-N-G. I don't know if it's in there or not, that part of that title. YT dude, his name is Raymond Ibrahim. He's giving. You can't have missed it by now. There's no way that you didn't.
I see. The name of his channel is Apologetics Roadshow.
It might be. I don't know. I'm just talking about the title of the. I think he's a Christian, so I don't care about his Christian nonsense.
No, the title of the video is "Can Muslims
Alex is begging
the story about Muhammad ever?" Who wrote?
Alex, give me a galaxy, Alex.
Yeah,
who
wrote? Who wrote?
Yeah. No, according to this, the hadith that I read, it was about jinns. It was jinn, not Indians.
No, you'll see. Listen to the video.
Yeah, so
you'll hear it. Hey, Spartion, welcome back. I cooked you yesterday. Did you change your mind?
You didn't, man. You just got angry.
I'm good. I already posted the video online, Spartion. So.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I'll try to clip it. I have too many.
All right, man. Look, he's posting stuff about me because I actually got to him. He's mad about that.
Spartion, I don't mean to offend
Why
you.
am I
anyway,
relevant
brother.
in your mind? Why do I live rent free? You remember me?
Spartion. Hold up, brother. I'm literally about to answer you. Okay. I don't mean to offend you, but you mean absolutely nothing to me. The only reason I even mentioned you right now is because I just spoke to you yesterday, and I remember I cooked you. You were unable to ask simple questions, and I ended up dropping you. And it's just fresh off my mind. That's the only reason. I just remembered you because I saw your name again. That's it. My memory's not that bad that I won't remember what I did just yesterday itself. Do you understand?
I don't understand anything you say because it's all lies.
Oh, okay. So Jesus is God.
You said Muhammad got
there you go, guys. Jesus is God is a lie. We have a Christ cuck here.
Wow. You said Muhammad got GB'd, but that's a lie.
Spartion, you're a Muslim.
A liar. That's what he is. He likes to trigger
people. Are you a Muslim or are you a Christian?
Trigger me. No, I just wanted to call you out on what you said.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming.
You.
Take care. Guys, that was I don't know what that was. That guy has apparently I'm living rent free in his mind that he's following me around. But shocker. Anyway, sorry, man. Did you want to talk to him, Truth?
No, I'm good.
Quick question. Yes. What's jinns?
They're genies. They're like little demons. Not demons. They're like magical entities that do like they're imps. Basically,
I don't know about that, but they're basically beings made from smokeless fire. Some have special powers, don't. Right? Some of them
don't have legs.
Others can shapeshift. Some can control the weather. All types of things.
Like I said, they don't have legs. Beings.
You saw what?
I don't think they do. No, but they can take the form of legs. So, you know.
Yeah, they can shapeshift into something that has legs. Yeah.
Spartion, you said you don't want to talk. You said you're not going to answer questions, so I dropped you. If you change your mind, please feel free to come up. I'd love to have a conversation with you.
I don't think every person outside of Hinduism knows that caste isn't like literal in terms of racial division.
No, caste isn't caste isn't real at all.
Well, I mean the castes were mentioned, but it's not mentioned in the way people would interpret it to be.
No. Castes weren't mentioned. Varnam was mentioned. Caste is
Yeah.
an entirely European
Yes, yes.
construct. It's applied upon Indians based off of racial divisions. Jai Bajrang Bali. It's based off of racial divisions concocted by the Europeans and implied. Remember, first of all, like Europeans already had a caste system in place, right? They had a completely feudal structure, the king at the top, the popes and the clergymen. Then they had the nobles, the dukes and all of that shit, princes, counts of, what else did they have? A bunch of other like, sub elite ruling class. And then they would have like businessmen. And then below that, of course, they had the peasants. The vast majority of England, or I mean, sorry, not England, just all of Europe was just feudal state. It was all peasantry. So when they went to colonize other countries, they, at least when they went into South America, the specific form of casteism that was implemented in India comes from the South American version, where they didn't bring over women, right? So they raped the natives, and so the children that were born of that, when they had to structure the society, they would confer different rights to different groups of people based on certain criteria. And the criteria
Garu,
would be...
sorry to interrupt you, brother, but can you just, whatever you're saying, can you rewind it to year 800 and Islamic? For me, that makes a lot more sense.
If you want to go to Islam, well, we got that. No
yes.
worries.
So according to my research, around the year 800, we had something called the Varna system. Varna system is whatever you're good at and the group of people you're in, that's most likely going to be a profession. Like, for example, they have military lineages of families that were in the military for years. Now, it did not mean that they could only be military. They could be a scholar, they could be a peasant, they could be whatever.
There was mobility. There was
Right.
social mobility. It was
Correct.
Remember, the
Correct.
Sri Krishna
When
says in
Islam,
the Gita,
yes, when Islam came in, they had something called the kuffars, right? So right there, it shows you who carries the caste system. They had the kuffars, right? So they put themselves in a superior state than everybody who didn't believe in Mr. Muhammad, right? So how can you say that the caste system comes from Hinduism when it's saying skill-based and it has different levels of it and people can switch levels? Now you say, oh, well, it's based on birth. Well, if you have a poor peasant mother gives birth to a kid in that financial state, that kid is going to be poor, but it doesn't mean that he's going to stay poor forever, right? Am I audible?
Hey, let me handle this.
Yeah, I heard you.
What's the actual topic?
One second, Alex, you're back. Okay, let's see if you can go round two, man. Let's see if we can get some honesty out of you.
I don't want to debate that. I want to talk about this now.
Okay. All right, then. Let me know. I'm going to drop you. Come back up when you're ready to have a discussion, okay? You're not going to get to set the stage. Okay? You're not going to. I'm never. As long, I promise on Lullah and Muhammad's ripped ASS by the Al-Zut, by Indians, when he was gang BANGED, I promise on that, Akhi. I will never let you run. I will never let you set the stage and deflect. Inshapis. Sorry, Elijah. So, when the Europeans colonized South Americas, they had kids, mixed kids. The problem was when they're conferring titles, land grants, rights about, inheritance or purchasement or like legal laws, they didn't give equal rights to everybody. The more white you were, the purer you were, the more rights you had. The more mixed you were, the less rights you had. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, and that's the casta system. That's where that word comes from. Casta from Latin, basically. Both the Spanish, Portuguese and the Spanish use this. So when they came to India, the British basically used this existing system. They employed this as well, right? You see the Americas, BLK people had less rights. Englishmen had more rights. Irish people were considered equivalent to DOGS, right? So on and so forth. When the British came to India, they employed the same exact system. When the Muslims came to India, they also employed this system. So if you were so they specifically divided people into categories, and then they conferred different rights based on that. They're like, oh, you're this caste, you can't do anything else. You can't own land. You're this caste, you're going to exclusively go into the military. You're that caste, you're only going to be doing farming, right? So this is where the caste system.
Ooh, yes, Satyam Garu. Do you know, according to our Vedic system, which caste was not allowed to own land? Do you know?
Brahmanas. Yeah.
So how does that make sense, bro?
Yeah.
When Vedic
So
system saying the scholars can't own land, and all of a sudden the foreigners come in and say the lowest people can't own land. So what's going on there? Can you explain?
Yeah. So what happened is they are trying to pit specifically groups against one another, right? So what they wanted to do was they wanted to delegitimize dharma, the entire fabric of the society. So what they did, they took the only people who are actually preserving the core basis of our knowledge, the ones who are qualified, our scholars, right? They took them and pinned all the blame on them. First, they gave them specific rights. They took away rights from everybody else. Then they said, look, these guys are the ones oppressing you. Mind you, the Brahmanas could not own land. They survived and served at the behest of the state. They were civil servants. They couldn't even own land. They literally survived on donations alone. That's it. Now, the minority people, the weakest section of society, somehow are the ones that are imposing and dominating everybody else. It doesn't make any sense. So I wanted to come to Islam specifically, because since we had a few Islamic guests, and we were talking about racism and casteism, right? This is a Sahih Hadith, folks. This is what Muhammad himself said. Narrated at As ibn Malik. A black man came to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and said, O Messenger of Allah, I am a man who is BLK, foul-smelling, with an ugly face. I have no wealth. If I fight these people until I am unalived, they're talking about Jihad, guys, jihad. Where will I be? He said, Jannat. So he fought until he was unalived. By the way, in Islam, Shaheed, this is called Shaheed, martyrdom. Fighting till you are unalive for the purpose of spreading Islam is the most noble thing you can do. You are guaranteed a ticket, an entry directly to Jannat. So, he fought until he was unalived. Muhammad came to him and said, verily, Allah has whitened your face, made your odor pleasant, and increased your wealth. And he said to him or someone else, I saw his wife from amongst the wide-eyed houris. You get 72 virgins in Jannat, right? Eternal virgins with big, BOOBIES, big ones, right? And skin so white that you can see their bone marrow. That's how they're described. Anyway, removing his woolen cloak and placing herself between him and his cloak. This is a Sahih Hadith. Here's a commentary on it. Indeed, whoever is unalived in the cause of Allah, doing jihad, and had any flaw or deficiency, such as blindness, smelliness, poverty, blackness, lameness, paralysis, or otherwise, then Shaheed for jihad will remove all these flaws and deficiencies. If you are a BLK person, you are considered to be flawed and deficient. It's the same as being blind or smelly or poor or lame or paralyzed or otherwise. This is the casteism and racism of Islam. There's plenty more, by the way. This is not the only hadith. There's plenty of other ones which explicitly say Arabs are the most superior group of all.
I mean, he had a 2-for-1 sale, right? Two BLK for one white. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah. So I mean, my point is,
what's more explicit than this? 2-for-1 scale. Put that aside. This one literally saying BLK people are deficient.
Yeah. Yep. So basically, they figured out that the Varna system was the only category that we could be divided into, right? Then they implemented and made some factions stronger, some weaker, and they played the divide and conquer role, and that's how they did it, and that's how they've done. That's how the Britishers, the European, the Islamists, that's how they did it in Africa too. You know, the Tutsi and in Rwanda, the Tutsi and the Hutu. There's absolutely no difference between the two. They say one has longer nose, and they ended up unaliving 1 million of each other, right? So when you blame an ancient system that has taken the right away of the scholars, like Satyam was saying, Brahmanas were not allowed to own land. Do you know what else they were not allowed? They were not allowed to keep more than 2 weeks of ration. They could not pile up food for their families. To be a Brahmana at that time was one of the hardest things to do. As all the other classes, they could do whatever they want and get away with it. If Brahmana stole one word of information from another Brahmana, he was called a Chandala and taken all his rights away, all his everything away, and he was kicked out of the society. So when they talk about Brahmins and the original Brahmins before what Islam made them, you know, it's a whole different deal. Go ahead, Satyam.
Yeah, I have some more verses. I'm looking for them where it is more explicit. Give me a second. Oh, there it is. Here we go. All right. This is, hold on, let me get the prior verse. Sorry, guys. We gotta get some context because context matters, right, Akhis? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. All right. Okay, here we go. This is a Sahih Muslim. MashaAllah. I heard Watil bin al-Asqa reported, I heard Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, saying, verily Allah granted eminence. Does everyone know what eminence here means? And just to be safe, eminence means like a higher standing, like a superiority, regarded as being better. Okay. He granted superiority to the Kinana from amongst the descendants of Ishmael. Who is the descendants of Ishmael? Those are the Arabs. So even the funny part is like all Arabs are not even the same. There's even a hierarchy within Arab. So the from amongst the Arabs, the descendants of Ismail are the highest. Then amongst the Kinana, the Quraysh, which is Muhammad's bigger tribe, like it's like a concentric circle. There's a big circle, and then inside there's a small circle, and then inside is a smaller circle, and then inside is a smaller circle. And then as you go deeper and deeper into the circle, it becomes more and more higher value. So he granted eminence to the Quraysh, which is Muhammad's general group tribe. Then he granted eminence to the superiority to the Banu Hashim, which is Muhammad's, once again, Muhammad's own specific tribe. And then he granted me superiority from amongst the Banu Hashim. So they want to talk about racism and casteism. There is nothing more racist and casteist than explicitly this, that not even all Arabs, but the Arab specific tribes that are related to Muhammad are the ones that are the most superior. Let's keep going, guys. Let's talk about the casteism in Islam. Wallahi, guys. Thank you so much for that, Abdul, who came along and really prompted us for this conversation. Okay, what's next? Here we go. It is the belief of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. That's like the most authentic. Those are the followers of the Sunnah, the most authentic followers of the Sunnah. That the race of Arab is superior to the race of non-Arab, be they the Jewish people, the Syrians, the Romans, the Persians, and others. Indeed, the Quraysh, which is the tribe of Muhammad, is the most superior tribe of Arabs. And the Banu Hashim, the clan of Muhammad, is the most superior amongst the Quraysh. And the Muhammad is the most superior of the Banu Hashim, and he's the most superior of all creation, and the most superior amongst them because of his lineage. This is Sheikh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, one of the most authentic, highly regarded scholars of Islam of all time. So, just to be clear, folks, thank you guys so much for all of the gifts and stuff. And guys, keep tapping the screen. We're gonna share. We're gonna cook today. I had Abdul's dare to come up and try to bullshit me. It's never gonna happen. Not on my watch. Inshallah. Again, Sheikh, what's up, K-Polis? Are you Christian or Muslim?
Yeah. Look, I just wanted to say, I know why Muslims don't eat pigs, because you don't eat your own. You're absolutely right. You shouldn't eat pigs.
Hey, don't insult.
You don't
pigs,
eat your own kind. That will be cannibalism.
No. Don't insult pigs.
Thank you very much. Die. Just die. All right.
We're not Muslim people.
Dirty.
I think.
Wait, was he talking to us, or I don't know?
I have no idea.
I don't know. But thanks for coming, man. Don't insult pigs. Pigs actually are very kind animals. They're actually very clean animals, believe it or not. They're forced into certain situations where they don't have any other option, and they do shitty things to survive. In fact, they go so far as to even decorate their own homes And as far as I know, pigs know not to diddle little piglets. So they're already better than any Abdul that has ever existed and will ever exist. Insha Piss. So let's keep reading, guys. Let's expose Pislam because they want to fuck with me. Okay, let's go then. Let's go. Insha Piss. Let me bite my tongue here, guys. Let's take a look together. Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, I am Muhammad bin Abdullah bin Abdul Muttalib. Indeed, Allah created creation, and then He made me from the best of them. And then He made two groups, the Arab and the non-Arab. And then He made me from the best of them, the two groups. Which of the two groups are the best? Thank you so much, Manu. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the taps. Keep tapping. We're cooking. We're exposing Pislam. We're exposing the casteism and the racism of Pislam, folks. The best of the two groups are the Arabs. So there's two distinctions. There's Arabs and then there's non-Arabs. Out of these two, which one is the best? The Arabs. It is clear as day. I don't need to say anything else, guys. This Islamic cult is done. Anyway, and then He made the tribes, and then He made me from the best tribe. So, look, out of all the people in the world, the Arabs are the best people. And then out of the Arabs, Muhammad's people and his lineage, his relations are the best people. And this is what we call a cult. Thank you so much, Barb. Thank you guys for the roses. Thank you for the gifts. Keep tapping. And then He made the tribes. He made me from the best tribe. He made the houses. He made me from the best house. So I am the best house amongst them, and I am the best person amongst them. This is Sahih Jami al-Saghir, hadith number 1472, and the Arabi is right there. You guys can screenshot this and use Google Translate. Let's keep going, guys. We're cooking, we're exposing, we're showing all the receipts, because when we cook, guys, we do it honestly. We're not kafirs like Muslims are. All right. Let's see what sorry, man. I'm just look, until we get someone. I'm just yapping. But unless you want me to stop, because I'm bored of this already. You know.
It's up to you, brother. If you don't want to.
No. We have to do this, Satyam. We have to. There's a audience that are taking screenshots because Islam has questioned Hinduism on the Varna system. They have forcefully done this over many hundred years. We have to talk about what Islam is first.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem, guys. Islam is being fully exposed today, guys. Let's keep going. The reason for this favor, the reason for the favor of the Arab being superior, folks, is the quality of their minds, their language, their character, and their deeds. So the Arabs have a better quality of mind. So guys, write this down. In the Islamic worldview, drinking piss and eating poop, diddling little children, wiping your ass if you even do it with stones, is a sign of a quality of mind, a higher quality of mind. That's the best quality of mind, folks. Astaghfirullah in Shapis. What a beautiful deen, guys. Their language, guys, everyone. This language is the best language in the world. Now, folks, of course, language is subjective. I personally, look, I can't say I think that in any way, shape, or form. If you guys find the glottal throat gargling language is beautiful, I mean, that's fine. More power to you. I don't want to take that away from you. Personally, I don't see it. You gotta have vomit on the back of your throat ready to speak this language. Anyway, their character, guys, diddling little children is a quality of the best people in the world. Diddling animals. Beating women.
Yo.
And their deeds, guys. This is the favor, whether it is by beneficial knowledge or whether it's by righteous deed. Iqtida al-Sirat al-Mustaqim, volume 1, page 447. Let's look at what Hanbali says, guys. Hanbali acknowledged the Arabs' due and their superiority, fadlaha, and their priority, sabiqataha. He did not adhere to the doctrine of the Shubiyya, a Persian sect that believed in racial egalitarianism. So there were people who thought that all races were equal. What did he call them? The Mawali, the non-Arabs. He said, and the people, they were non-Arabs who disliked the Arabs and didn't agree that the Arabs were superior. He called them innovators. That's bid'ah. That is the major sin. You're not a Muslim if you're doing bid'ah. Hypocrisy, that's munafiq. Those are people who reject Islam. They claim to be Muslim and then they reject Islam. And then controversy. So anybody who doesn't agree that the Arabs are the most superior of all people, they're just not, they're out. They're not Muslim. It's done. Let's keep going, guys. Mashapis. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Keep commenting. Let's see how many more people we can get. I'll try to end on this. I'll try to wrap this up. I'm sure everybody's getting bored. Let's see what Sheikh Muhammad Nasruddin Albani, the most renowned muhaddith of all times, modern times. Regarding what Ibn Taymiyyah just had said earlier, that the Arabs are superior, because of their quality of their mind, their language, their deeds, their characters. Do you think now that the African people are like Europeans in their consciousness and intelligence? Do you not prefer the Europeans over the Africans? Allah Almighty knows that the Arabs are fit to bear the call of Islam and to understand it. Guys, there's a ton more scholars. I just didn't bother because I got bored at this point. There's nothing left. It's done. It's overcooked.
Yeah, so I cannot understand how can you do 5 prayers a day and vipassana at the same time, and you can be so emotional. Crazy.
It's also do you see, how can they say that they're better than everybody else, bro? It's an egoist, very, very ego. Let's be honest.
It's just racism. That's all it is. It's not about ego. It's just racism.
Oh, we have
pure racism.
Radical right. All right, let's see.
Sure, let's see who this guy is and what he's up to. What's up, man? Welcome.
What's up, dude?
Christian or Muslim?
Christian, man.
Okay.
Beautiful. Radical right wing. Do you think that racism is good?
Next idea.
Yeah, there it is. Bro. So racism, you're okay with racism, yes?
Nah, not really, to be honest. No.
Are white people superior to other people?
I'd say not to everybody. I feel like Asian people are pretty intelligent.
I see. Very interesting. But besides, I guess when you say Asians, you're only specifically talking about maybe who are you talking about? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Man, there's a lot of Indian doctors. There's a lot of them out there,
But besides those people, white tees are superior to everybody else. Is that right?
I would say maybe like second.
Who's second? The white tees are second, or
yeah?
Oh, who's number one?
It's kind of like it's kind of like a little bit on the line. I would say more so speaking of like culturally and things like that.
What culturally was not
like the Asian culture and things like that, like the European and things like that. I mean, frankly, yes, Islamic culture, Muslim, whatever you can say, like math, whatever. But I'm not
Muslims did not do a damn thing with math.
Hey, they like to claim it, so I don't know, man.
That's called lying. Well, yeah, that's what Muslims do, right? Stealing and claiming things is what they're best at. Just like the white people. But let's hold on. Let's not jump. Well, we're gonna get there. So who's number one?
Well, if we're gonna put it that way, and then I'm gonna change it up, it's gonna be white people now.
White people are at the top, and then Asians at the bottom. Not bottom. Number 2, like Indians and maybe Chinese and Koreans too, or who else?
Yeah, so I'd say they're probably number 2. Pretty good at scamming.
Oh, so top races. Yeah.
Huh?
Koreans.
I don't know. I feel like their only advancement would be in like cosmetics, so I'd give them like a little bit lower tier.
I mean, they're pretty good at phones and tech. They used to be shitty, but Kia cars, Samsung, Kia, Hyundai.
That's actually really good that they become developed after the wars and stuff like that.
Well, that's mostly due to injection of funds from the West, but whatever. We're gonna get there. Don't hold on. So radical. So the top race is white people, then it's Asians, which includes Indians. Does it include Chinese?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Chinese, Indians, maybe Koreans, or no, not Koreans.
Well, I mean, they're still classified as Asian.
Right, but I don't know what you mean. I just want to make sure we're covering all the
like the whole of Asian. Like,
all Asians are secondary, and then who's three?
Who's what?
Who's number three?
That's a hard one, man. That's a hard one.
Guys, we have a radical right wing. He thinks that races are superior to other races. Tap the screen. We're going to see what comes of this. Thanks for your honesty, Radical. Keep going, man. He's a Christian, folks. This is the Christian love on full display. What's funny, dude?
No.
Bro, that's kind of weird, though, bro. You're a Christian
you can't say
person,
that.
and then you think
can't
people
say
are
that.
better than others. That's kind of weird.
That's my human belief. That's my personal belief. I don't base that off Christianity. So you can't blame
Christianity. But that doesn't work, right? Because
it does
if you're
work.
a Christian,
you can't blame my own personal beliefs.
I got you, man. Let me give the argument so you can come on, man. Use some of that YT superiority to actually follow the conversation. Okay, come on, you can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Right.
This is a Christian
Before
follower.
you can respond to an argument, you actually have to listen to the argument.
You just said this is a Christian follower who believes race is superior.
So you're gonna let me finish, okay? So
I mean, you stopped
as a
talking,
Christian,
so-
Christian has a definition, right? It's a label that we apply upon a people who are subscribed to a set of beliefs and values. Correct?
Chop. Come on.
Radical, are you there?
Come on, hurry up.
Radical, are you there, buddy?
Hurry
I need
up.
you to stop talking
Come
to
on,
your
hurry
dog
up.
or whatever enslaved
Hurry up.
person you've done there. We're having a conversation,
He's
Radical. Don't crash
emotional.
out.
Hurry up.
He's crashing out. Radical, come back.
What are you talking about? I'm right here, buddy.
Radical, can you hear us, bro? Hello?
These guys are being weird.
Can you hear
Radical.
us?
He's blocking his
What's wrong, man?
I could hear myself.
Why
in
are
the
you
back.
telling your
What are you
boyfriend
talking
to
about?
come so
With,
quickly, dude? Like,
gaslighting
chill,
me.
man. Enjoy it, dude.
What?
You were saying, come on up, hurry up. I don't know who you were talking to. I was just hoping that it wasn't, a dog or something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it is a dog. I don't know. I shouldn't speculate. Are you okay, buddy? Can you focus on the conversation we're having? Use that YT intellect,
I'm
man.
just,
I
I'm
think
just
you can do
waiting
it.
for you to continue the conversation here.
Let me know when you're ready, okay?
You're trying
How
to
about this?
gaslight me, which is actually pretty childish. So can
I'm not interested, man. Let me know. Come back up when you're ready, okay? Guys, that was a Christian telling us that YT people are superior to others. And then he crashed out and started saying, hurry up, come on. I don't know to whom he was speaking, but that was weird. Okay, he's back. He's coming back. Let's see if we have a conversation. Radical, are you there, buddy? Can you hear us?
I was crashing out telling you to hurry up. Can you explain that to me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. When I asked you a question, instead of answering, you completely ignored me and started saying, hurry up. Mhm. What was my question, Radical?
You didn't ask a question, so I don't know the question.
So, folks, we have a Christian showing us his intellectual ability to keep up with simple
Once again,
questions.
you're generalizing
So-
Christianity.
Well, no, Radical. Christianity
Yes.
can't be generalized because it's a specific set of prescriptions
Believe in
and
a
belief
blue
systems and
God.
values. It
Right.
has a
Come on now.
definitive, set of values. It has parameters. It is a Radical. Are you okay? What's wrong? Why are you crying,
Yes,
man?
for
I'm just
Buddhism.
laughing, dude. Can you
Oh, okay.
ask
All
your
right.
question?
Well, come back when you're ready to have a conversation, man. Go do your comedy tour somewhere else. Anyway, guys, Christians, Muslims, please request up. That was the epitome of YT supremacy. The intellect is just astounding, guys. You ask simple questions, and they start crashing out and getting emotional, and they start laughing.
And we are giving them time. Like, we are giving them time to explain their stuff, and we're just questioning. We just want answer, and they just start being emotional and crashing out and fucking, bro, don't come up here if you're not good and good with your emotions. Like, control it.
I mean, remember, that's that superior YT intellect, Batty. They might just not be able to. They're just so highly developed that they can't put their emotions in check. We don't know. Yeah,
Makes them
guys.
look like they're really hateful towards other than them.
Oh, no, that couldn't be. You think white supremacists, Christians are hateful towards others?
I don't
Is
know.
that possible? Huh. But I thought Christianity was all about love.
Love thy neighbors.
Oh, so not everybody, just your neighbors, your Jewish neighbors.
Oh, is it so?
Remember, Jesus was exclusively preaching to the Jews. JS.
But I'm so sorry if this is wrong, but didn't Jewish nail the Jesus or?
No. The story is that the Jewish people asked him, the Romans, for a trial because he broke their laws and he was committing blasphemy. Of course, none of this is real. Like, most likely Jesus didn't even exist. The story doesn't make any sense because it takes place, the trial takes place on the Sabbath. But, you can't, the Jewish people were very strict. You can't do any sort of work on the Sabbath. Certainly not even attend trials. So the story none of it makes any sense. But anyway, allegedly the the people who did do it were the Romans, not the Jewish people. But it doesn't matter. Jesus, specifically, exclusively preached to the JWs. He didn't preach to anyone else. He specifically says, I have only come for the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So since this is relevant, let me just give a 15-second commercial. I want everybody in the audience to tap the screen like if you were Roman, tapping Jesus' nails.
Good to see you, bro. No, guys, we have the radical YT supremacists back up.
You're wrong on that, though.
Are you able to follow the conversation this time?
Oh, no. Why did you just make a false statement?
No, are you able to have a conversation this time around, Radical?
Why did you make a false statement, though?
Radical?
Oh my god.
Can
You
you
have
answer
5
my
seconds, bro. I'm gonna
question
kick
with a
you out.
question?
You're boring. You're actually so boring.
And you're a shit-skinned Indian. What's your point, dude?
Holy go fuck yourself,
no.
racist.
Oh man, that was beautiful.
I'm gonna clip this actually. I'm gonna clip it. I got you.
Clip it. You missed it out, Angry. He had already come up and said YT people were superior race. So,
dude, he started listing out races that were superior and better and stuff like that. It was so weird.
that was crazy. The YT people were at the top. Then he said, what did he say? Asians number 2.
I think Asians.
Then number 3 he had trouble with.
Well,
He was like, this is a tough one. He said this.
Whenever I deal with these YT supremacists, I ask them, what is a YT person? Because anthropologically, the definition of YT person has changed. First, it just used to be people from Anglo-Saxons, and then it changed. It's a very arbitrary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I would say Europeans, personally, people of European descent.
Aryans.
But then again, you can't say Europeans because Caucasians are not related to the rest of the people, like the people from the Caucasus Mountains. I mean, when I say Caucasian.
Right, that's why it's extremely arbitrary.
Yeah, here we'll say this. I mean, look, I can deal with their ideologies. Like we can say the people of the Indo-European language family, the group that came into Europe and settled it whenever thousands of years ago.
I hear Indo in that word though. Doesn't that mean India?
Well, so I subscribe to the out of India hypothesis.
Okay.
So right now, there's, we all obviously originated in Africa. And if you look at the migration pattern, as far as we can tell, they followed the Horn of Africa, then they went into the Anatolia, then they went into the desert. Not desert, but they kept passing through Saudi Arabia, all of that, went into Persia. So what I believe happened is that they came into India and some of them split off, went left, started going to Europe, and then the rest of them stayed in India. And the reason they say Indo-Europeans is because we know for a fact that Europeans and Indians are all related. Genetically, we come from the same family. And that's not just a genetic link. We also have a historical link via language. As you know, you speak Spanish, right? So you're familiar with Latin. if you look at the one of the mother languages in India, which is Sanskritam and Latin are like very similar. So we know that the language family is the same. We know that these two groups of people originally spoke the same language before it split off and diverged, you know. So anyway, yeah, Indo-European.
I'm not saying I agree with you, but I'm gonna look up into it. I have
No, you don't have to agree with me. It's just it's whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just I have a interest in linguistics and genetics and stuff. I find all this fascinating. So
yeah, I have a book next to me called Why We're Not So Different by Alan Gutman. Basically, it's kind of a book like how not to be racist and why we're like, you know, you and me are not that different from each other.
Sure. Yeah, look, all humans are the same, right? We all come from the same root core family out of Africa, you know.
Right, like
So
just the skin color is just how much radiation my ancestors received.
Exposure that you have, yeah. How much sun?
Yes.
How much desert sand exposure? How much air altitude and all of that changing our shape of our nostrils? That's pretty much
right.
Well, also, hold on now. The Africans are the most genetically variant of all people, because the people that left, there was a population bottleneck. So unfortunately, we're not as strongly heterogeneous as people in Africa. There's more genetic variety in like 5 miles in Africa than there is in the rest of the world, in like 100 miles in the rest of the world.
Right, we are laughably inbred, sadly.
Yeah.
We have a couple of Well, even then, we've had a couple of bottlenecks,
extinction events,
which are basically extinction events where our population decided to breed with each other for a little while.
We really need to end with the racism as soon as possible, and we really need to do race mixing as soon as possible, because it's not a good thing, you know.
I mean,
it comes
not that I'm proud of it, but for example, in Mexican heritage, we say that the very first Mexicans are a product of, GRAPE. The Spaniards did that to the Aztec women, and then the first Mexicans were born.
Right. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
yes, and I mean, we like to say this, like Mexico got rid of racism at least 100 years before the United States, but that's because by the time the country was starting, everybody was so mixed from each other you couldn't tell who was who and what was what. It was just a nightmare.
But to be
so
fair,
everybody
to
just
be
decided
honest,
to just.
In Mexico, still, as I understand, the white tea people, whatever they can be classified as, if you can classify them as that, are still the financially superior, quote unquote, people. They do hold the wealth and the power, as I understand.
Well, like the richest man in Mexico, though, is
Carlos Slim. Yeah, but sure. But we don't. That's not how we do statistics, right? We don't take an individual and say, "Oh, this is the rule." Just if you do a broad spectrum statistical analysis, like generally the ones who hold the wealth tend to be European.
I mean, I would say the people that we discriminate the most tend to be the indigenous population.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But that I don't think like just the white tea Mexicans are at the top either, though.
I take a look at the stats.
I'll try to take a look at the stats.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, that's generally the trend everywhere. But anyway.
Okay, I'll take a look at it again.
Yeah,
Scooby,
so Satyam, the racism still exists because it exists everywhere, right? But I think what you're talking about is the whole cultural superiority.
No.
In terms of in terms of representation, there's currently protests going on right now to actively fight gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
The Mexican people have had it. Yeah, they're throwing bricks into the buildings and everything, dude. They're not playing around, bro. Yeah, everything, dude. They're not playing around, bro. Yeah. Obviously, look, to your point, right? That wouldn't be happening as a response if it wasn't happening in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's clearly
Yes.
some
So
stratification.
Yes,
Yeah.
it definitely exists. Yes, I agree.
Hold on, Scooby, are you Christian or Muslim?
I'm Christian.
Beautiful, beautiful. Go ahead, man.
I just
Make the case.
I just want to answer real quick. I would say two things. Well, kind of three, but one, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and the only way to the
Hold on,
Father
man.
is through
Hold
Him.
on. I don't think you
Out
understood
of all the other prophets and gods that.
I don't think you understood the question, brother. I'm not asking you to tell me what you believe. I need you to give me the evidence to prove the claim.
Jesus is the only
Understand
one
what the
who's not in
claim
His
is.
tomb.
Yeah, so that's the
Amen.
claim.
That's
we
it.
need to step back.
Plant the seed.
Let's
Hope
go
y'all
with
can convert.
Oh, wait, did you just decide to preach and then leave? Because that's very cowardly of you to do that.
Okay, Scooby
1
Doo,
Peter
you're saying that
3:15,
he rose
Scooby.
from.
Oh, he ran. He wasn't gonna. You knew that. I knew that. That's why I stopped him right away. I didn't want to just preach. Well, 1 Peter 3:15 says, "Be ready to give answers," and only the one possessed by a demon, that's in Mark, I think, will run away without answering. But anyway,
also,
He's literally possessed by a demon. Crazy.
Christians, Muslims, come on up.
I would like to say that for us, it's a lot of corruption at the top, like even throughout our history.
Guy, that used to be the case with Mexico, but who the fuck are you? I mean, where are we living right now? So it doesn't matter.
No, I mean,
America is a fucking banana republic. You know?
That is. We have our own problems with religion as well. We do have separation of church and state. Catholicism does have a tighter grip, but strangely enough, we don't have a lot of young earth creationists. Because
what is there left to convert? Everybody's already Christian. No.
Well, I mean, we
I'm
have
seeing a lot of
Protestants
Muslims.
trying to convert.
When every other
Christian, in fact.
When every other person's name is Jesus, you can see the colonization work. As a Mexican, I'm saying that as a Mexican, bro.
Oh wait, I didn't know you were Mexican too. I mean, I saw your characters and I thought you were Indian. Sorry about that. Sorry for discriminating you.
I'm descended from Indians. My grandparents were 100% Indian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So